This episode of the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers is brought to you by the generosity of our backers on Patreon. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/esotericrp to find out how you can become a backer too. Although all of our episodes come with an explicit content warning, please be aware that Monsterhearts encourages players to explore particularly dark aspects of their characters. In other words, this is our equivalent of a premium cable TV series. You've been warned.
I got you. That's all I want. I won't forget. That's a whole lot. I don't go out. Not now that you're in. Sometimes we shout, but that's no problem. I don't know why sometimes I get frightened.
The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers presents Monsterhearts with Desiree Valdez as the MC.
Tell me you're not lying.
We get a little kind of cheat sheet
Yes.
for everyone, like you did for Arrested
I
Development.
absolutely
I think
will.
that was super helpful for me to just
Yes.
constantly like,
Yes.
oh yeah, this is who I'm talking to.
Yes.
Since
Yes.
the double screen is not
No.
what
No. And I will absolutely make something like that. In fact, it's in the works, and my time this week was bizarre.
Well, and also
But-
you're not done casting everyone.
I'm not done because it's a collaborative casting effort. So you give me ideas of like in terms of side characters, and then I will kind of make it happen. And I do want to make a reference sheet like that because I think that's super important, especially in story games. So, hello everybody.
Hello.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Okay,
Hello.
good.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. All right, good. I just want to say something really quick because we're recording and I get
People
to.
make me sick.
I'm disgusted by it. Okay. No, I like to, I think what's cool is, well, there's two things. One, we're all here to play a game, right? We're all here to, what?
It might be the tea talking, but
I got a phone to pick with
I got my kava tea going on, so I'm
Oh,
chill. I'm
yeah.
totally chill.
Perfect.
I'm relaxed. I'm so chill. I got my little,
Yeah, tooth.
my little tooth, my little,
Fang.
it's carnelian. It's a little
Oh.
carnelian fang that has some. Anyway, so I say all that to say that if you are interested in story gaming, just generally, if you all are, if you are listening and you're interested in story gaming, why aren't the candles lit? Oh, get those going, man.
yes, my dark queen.
If you are into story gaming, if that's the spirit, and you want like a lesson in how to do that, and it's fun for you. Collaborative story gaming. It's coming from an unprecedented source. Oh, here's an X card. Does
Yeah.
everyone have their X cards?
I do.
I
Do you have yours?
I'm gonna need that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
you use that one.
Well, consistently.
No.
No, I got one.
He
Oh,
has
you
one.
do? Oh, good.
Like I said, it might be Dave's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you are into collaborative story gaming and you want to learn how to tell stories better and you think it might be helpful for you, I am going to recommend, again, for the billionth time, to watch The Good Place. It is streaming on Netflix. It is streaming on Hulu, I think. The new season is. Watch The Good Place. That is, I think, a really fascinating look at how to create a story in a really fascinating way. On top of, there's a podcast that NBC has created about the show, and all the creators, actors, writers, special effects people, producers, they all talk. It's this really short, easy to listen to podcast, and they talk about like the way that they've created the show, which I think really speaks to like how story gaming works and how it could work in a successful way. So if you're interested in that, I highly recommend both things because they are really a fascinating look. And The Good Place is kind of like a fantasy sci-fi sitcom in a really fun, interesting, fun way. So I just wanted to share that really quickly. Anyone else have a recommendation for anything else that they're enjoying right now? Larkins, go.
What? Oh, shit.
What are you enjoying? It can be something super simple.
I got nothing.
Okay, Jade, what are you enjoying right now?
In general,
Uh-huh.
pour.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
It's fermented tea.
Ooh,
Yeah.
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 I didn't know that's how you said it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. Renee, what are you enjoying right
Come
now?
back to me.
Okay.
I'm looking up the title. Of the
Jen, what are you enjoying right now?
Coffee with collagen in it.
Ooh,
and,
yes. Hell yes.
And
It sounds fortifying as
I
fuck.
put it in my cereal every morning, yeah.
the Big Seance podcast.
Ooh, the big seance.
Yeah.
Wow,
Okay,
cool.
Then Renee, now we're back to you.
Ah! I
Okay.
can't find it.
I'll get
Oh,
one.
cool.
Oh, okay,
Larkins.
great. Whew.
Theoi.com. Probably the best
Ooh, I know about that.
website for Greek mythology I've found.
Ooh.
A lot of really cool things, primary source documents,
Yeah.
you know.
Good
Nice.
stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fun fact
Oh.
that I didn't know about, Andromeda from the Perseus myth, Princess of Ethiopia. So all the movies and all the art where she's white as fuck. Wrong!
Oh, there's so much.
Oh, I know. Yeah. But you can even find like 17th century art where she's dark skinned. So it's like kind of
pretty
a
cool.
kind of an
A
early,
leader.
early modern era.
I love that.
change that occurred.
She's like Iman.
Yes. Exactly.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
well-
That's someone worth dying for and, stealing a Pegasus for.
a lot of heroes, including Heracles, were descended from that family.
So they're all like have that genealogy or
Mm-hmm.
ancestry.
They're all-
Renee.
And they, the gods' vacation spot
yes.
was in Ethiopia. Like that's
yeah.
where, yeah.
Yeah.
When the gods were leaving Mount Olympus, they would often go and party.
That was their club med.
Yeah, it was. And
Wow.
I can't find this podcast. Okay.
All right, but
But anyway, it's one I mentioned before. It's these three guys who do these D&D type games where they walk down. Yeah, they walk in dungeons, they find treasure and stuff like that, and they're hilarious.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
And-
When you get the name, let us know.
Yeah, okay, I will. It's at the tip of my tongue. Maybe it'll just pop up in the middle of the game.
Right.
Yeah. Please,
It's
feel free
so
to spit
funny.
it out. It's fine.
It's so funny.
Cool.
So if you're really frustrated or
Yeah. You want to have just something funny to listen to.
Yeah, it's the
hilarious.
best.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, and All Stars, RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars Season 4 is out now. It's
Underway.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to light the story candle. Schimpf is out sick today. We
Yeah.
do miss him. I don't think he'll do a surprise appearance like,
No.
Kramer style like last time.
No.
And nor should he. So,
Right.
Goddamn
because
no.
he is sick.
If you're
Please.
listening to it.
I know, even though now he lives closer than ever. So,
Right.
so anyway, all right.
Oh, I found it. Oh, what is it?
What?
The book that I wanted to recommend.
Oh, what is it?
It is by Jake Knapp. It's called Sprint. How to solve big problems and test new ideas in just 5 days. And it's specifically structured to create either group or individual thinking labs essentially.
Cool.
Where rather than getting agonizingly slow and stuck on a single point, just
Yeah.
do all of it and
Yeah.
get all of it out there and
Yeah.
then go back and refine it.
I
Nice.
love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, for stuff like collaborative storytelling
Absolutely.
in particular.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Especially
great.
if you're looking to do original material on your own.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah. I
That's
hate it
cool.
when we get stuck
Jake
on a
Knapp's
tiny
book
thing.
Sprint.
It
It's
drives me
super
bananas.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to
inspirational.
look that
Yeah.
up.
Cool. That's awesome. Good recommendation,
Definitely
Jade.
gonna look into that.
All right. So, Renee, it'll come to you eventually.
I know.
Alright,
I want to know now, though.
As we did last week,
Yes.
we have category is. Does anyone have an idea? Because I have
It's
one.
already been too much.
Category is.
Game shows.
Ooh.
Game shows.
shows.
Game
Game
show
shows.
realness.
Yes.
All right. Category is game show realness.
Does that have an effect on the game at all?
It may.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the first thing that comes up is Bob Barker sexual harassment.
Exactly.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Popped
Sexual
right
harassment.
into my head, too.
Yes, and we're here.
Because we're live.
Yes, exactly. And we're live. Yes, we are live. So let me show you really quickly, because I love you all and I want to make sure, and Obsidian Portal is being a fucking asshole. I want to show you the pictures of the peeps that I
Yay!
cast
Mhm.
in
Oh, fun.
our game so far. Now, this is based on just the feel that I've gotten. If you
Okay.
have somebody better in mind, we will make that happen too, and I can't wait to look to see yours. So, for whatever reason, it's being a turd. Now my computer's being annoying. Okay,
Wow.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
So,
I feel
here
like
we
that's
go.
when we make a
So
record.
we have Brad Montgomery.
Yeah.
That's Brad.
Damn.
All right.
We have
And
Brad.
he's dating
Judy.
the churchy.
Judy. No, Judy is the cheerleader.
The catalog model.
So this is Diogo, the foreign exchange student.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Has a crush on Nyx.
Yep.
This is Judy Simmons,
There she
the
is.
cheerleader.
I'm so
Okay.
excited about what's about to come next.
We have Ronnie, who's the girl who wants to go to beauty school, ultimately.
Right.
We have Rachel Blank.
Yeah. All right. Fine.
And we have Omar.
Yay.
And we have Neil.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yep.
That's funny.
And then we have Ms. Batillion.
Perfect.
Yes,
Perfect.
that's perfect.
Yeah, that's my
That
favorite.
face.
And
Yeah, exactly.
That's what
It's
we
the
look up
expression.
to every morning.
Yeah,
Reached into my
this is
skull.
Dr. Lydia Carruthers.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh.
Just
Letting you know.
Ow.
Now,
Ow.
as soon as Obsidian Portal isn't being a little jackass, then we can share that link. You all can.
and I was gonna post Lucian last night, but I didn't get a chance to. So that's.
Oh my god.
Yay! I thought it was going to be the one true Spader, but that's good too.
No.
All right.
Spaders for something else, I guess.
This was my second choice.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
I love it.
But
Oh my god!
Oh god.
Why is he playing a saxophone?
wearing a tank top with bats on it. I don't know.
All right, apologies for all the. This is hyper visual right now, but this is for us.
Hey,
So,
We're doing it for ourselves.
yes,
And here's Rodrigo for you all.
yes,
Yes, I love that.
Beautiful,
That was really good.
great
Wow.
picture.
Yeah, that's her.
Yes,
Awesome.
I know, I'm really curious to see how yours looks with the filter now.
and then let me find that. I
Because
did
oh my god, that second picture is so good.
Yeah.
All right, so this is so this is Morgan.
Yeah. Oh
Yes.
god, that's so scary. I can't stand it.
This is usually how she looks
Yeah,
Right.
when she's not feeding.
when
What?
she's not feeding on anything, on flesh,
Which is never.
which is
Which is
very rare.
Hungry.
Who does
Yes.
that?
Okay, so
Who just
yes,
hungers for flesh
so
like that?
That's right.
so yeah, if you want to get snackies, go for it.
I'm over here.
You're
snack as
doing
well.
it. Okay. At this
But
point,
please, go ahead.
oh, I'm going.
All right.
Oh, it's happening.
All right. Good.
Let me just get the music going here.
Did you find a werewolfy type yet?
No, I don't even look. I don't have time. Or we'll get to it though.
However,
We're off for 2 weeks, so.
yeah. No, not necessarily. We may meet on the 30th if folks are up for
Oh,
it.
that's right. I'm here about
There's a possibility.
that. Wrong. So we are off next week. So.
Yes, we are off next week. That is true.
This time
Christmas
week?
next week? I forgot.
Yeah,
Oh, it is.
Christmas is next week.
Not quite.
It's a half
Not
week.
quite.
No.
Not actually the week after.
The week after.
I'm counting on that buffer period.
Okay, okay,
Oh.
okay, okay, okay.
We
Although this time
are.
next week I'm apparently going to an all. It's a ladies only tea that my aunt is throwing at her house.
Oh, nice. It could be,
Maybe it's nice.
I don't even
in theory.
know.
Theoretically.
Well,
My
Good time,
auntie who's like
regardless.
kind of taken over as matriarch even though my grandma's not dead yet.
Okay,
Oh
okay,
my
never
God.
mind. I take back all of that.
Oh my
I know
God.
It's a little
exactly.
hard.
I
Oh
know
my God.
exactly
She's
that.
really
Okay.
tense.
Yeah. So never mind. Good luck to that. All right. So
Take off.
here we go.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yes.
because I don't know where we're gonna start, I don't know if any
Yeah.
time will have lapsed.
A little bit. A wee
Um,
bit of time.
I was hoping to spend a string in
Good.
order to have something start coming into motion.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's do it.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah.
So,
Hi, baby girl.
what I had in mind was spending one of my strings on Lucian.
What the hell?
You know it was inevitable.
Yeah.
They're not so shocked.
Mwah.
And remember to use the dice roller if you want to use the
Yes,
dice
I
roller.
learned.
Well, I guess that's what I'm not sure about because I'm assuming it's it's pulling a string,
Yes.
right? I'm spending
Yes.
one of my strings on him in order to do a thing.
Yep.
Yes.
So I don't know that I have any rules that I have to make to
You
make that happen.
when
You just select
spend-
one of those
you
4.
Select one to do.
Okay.
Those
So
bullet
tempt
points.
them to do what you want. Give them a condition.
And we're gonna go with that first option.
Okay, tempt them to do what you want.
I like it.
So wait, let me go really quickly
Okay.
here to the page, so I can just for the listeners at home.
Those are delicious. Thank you.
Okay. Well, yes, it was a group
All
effort.
right, fine. Thank you.
It was a group effort. No, it was good because the cooking is the part that sometimes I overcook them. So you got them just right. Hi, puppy dog. You should have. Okay. Pulling strings. When you tempt another player's character, it counts as offering them an experience point if they do what you want.
Ooh. Ooh.
When you tempt one of the MC's characters, I can tell you what sort of bribe, threat, or coaxing it'll take to get my character to do what you want. So the first 2 things on the list are the proverbial carrot and stick. You can tempt people to do what you want, offering incentives for bending to your will, or you can punish the people who have wronged you or let you down, generating nasty rumors about them, or otherwise using your leverage to mess with their social standing.
So that's how rumors get started.
When you started by the jealous people.
That's
when you
right.
tempt a character to do what you want, if it's not something that they can reasonably do in the scene, simply agreeing to it counts. Whether they follow through on that agreement is up to them. So, and a character doesn't need to be present for you to give them a condition. Talking behind someone's back is a tried and true method of working out your resentment and bitterness.
That's right.
So, so the pulling strings, when you spend a string on someone, you can tempt them to do what you want, give them a condition, add a 1 to your roll against them, or add 1 to the harm you deal them. So that's a little bit on using strings. But first I wanted to give you all an extra XP point.
What?
Because you all interacted with me on some level throughout the week about your characters. Either through pictures, songs, questions, whatever you
okay,
did.
good. Yeah, I did do something.
You
Okay.
did that.
I want to give all of you except for Jen an XP point.
And remember to give, and Shimp, if you're listening, add an XP point here.
I got 5.
Yeah, me too. I got 5 on it.
Oh, do you?
So what happened?
So
Pick
things,
the first one.
magical
You can-
things that you pick. You
We
can
just had last
Add
time
plus
pick
1 to one of my
anyone.
stats.
Let
No, I thought
me-
it was.
Or you could pick a ghoul move.
Let's
Let me
find
look.
out.
Let me look. Let me
All right.
look. Let me look.
Okay. Last time we reached the consensus that it wasn't.
It wasn't
order.
in. It wasn't in order.
It was not in order?
No.
Oh, I'm wrong then. I thought it was quite the opposite.
Let me double check. Let me just make sure because I was supposed to look this up last week. I didn't. All right.
Oh.
Okay. Experience and advancement. Experience allows main characters to become more powerful over time. You gain it. Blah blah blah. Can you
Oh my
please?
God. Edie. Hey. Is the bacon driving her crazy, you think?
I don't think so. No, she's just being persnickety and annoying.
But I think she thinks I'm going to give her vegan.
Yeah.
And if I don't, it's a betrayal.
It is
It's a giant how dare you.
Okay, so all it says is the advancement options allow you to improve and expand your character in several ways. And it says you can improve a stat, learn new moves, all that stuff.
Okay. That would seem to imply
So
we can pick
you can
anything.
just pick whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Once you can choose one of the advancement options from the list provided below it.
Alright.
Cool.
Cool.
And then once you've chosen an advancement, erase all 5 experience points and start anew.
Done.
All right. So, Rodrigo, what did you pick?
I picked adding +1 to one of my stats.
Yeah.
Because I realized, I'm like, I'm going to get my volatile to 0 instead of -1. That sounds like it will be
Helpful.
helpful sooner than later. Although, which move? You're coming next.
Nice. Okay, cool. And Lucian, did you choose one? Are you in the process of choosing?
I'm going to do +1 as well.
+1? Okay. Colleen, are you picking a new
No, she's got 3 points,
You're
as
good?
do I.
3? Oh, and so does
We're not at 5
Lauren.
yet.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then. So, we're going to go ahead. And you wanted to spend a string.
I want to spend a string.
Okay.
So my idea is later that day, as we're leaving school,
Yeah.
I approach Lucian at his car before he's about to leave.
Oh.
And I smile, because we know each other, and say, do you want to play a game?
Yes! Do you? So what do you think. What was the last time? When was the last time you saw Rodriga like in a social situation like this, where it was like a one-on-one? When was the last time you saw her?
Let's see. Springtime, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we're in March.
And you mostly stay at home. I take it. That's kind of the feeling I get. You're very family oriented.
Somewhat. Although I'm sure there's one place she likes to go and hang out in town. I haven't figured out where it is yet.
Yeah. So probably at a school related function, maybe the winter social or something like that. Yeah.
There's a sock hop.
There was a sock hop.
Was there?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good.
What was she wearing?
Or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the March Madness sock hop.
What was she wearing?
yeah,
well, the
yeah.
spring fling is coming up.
How about homecoming then?
Okay, homecoming.
And the theme was sock hop.
Okay. What was she wearing? What was she wearing? Or Rodriga, do you remember what you were wearing to the sock hop?
Definitely something for the store bought. I think I managed to find like one of those like really long like plaid skirts that like you know.
Yeah. Like a poodle skirt type.
Kind of.
But
or
plaid.
like really like something like that, but like managed to modify it to make it look a little more like a poodle skirt.
Nice. Cool. Nice. Lucian, what were you wearing to the sock hop?
Basically, all I had to do was just get my leather jacket out of my closet and put some, gel in my hair instead of mousse. And, I looked the part.
Oh, okay. Nice. Cool.
Doing the greaser look,
Colleen, were you at the sock hop?
I want to say that I wasn't, but I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I can't really tell if I was or I wasn't. Maybe I went for a short time.
Okay. Did
Went for sure.
you wear anything special?
Forced yourself to go.
I tried. Shoot.
You can still think about it if you want.
No,
You got it? Okay.
I don't got it, but I think I don't really have a whole lot of clothes, so just wore what I wore that day.
What distracted you from the sock hop, which is like why you weren't there the whole time? Did something
There's a
catch your
There's
interest?
some birds that are doing some interesting nesting stuff just outside my shack. So I
So
kind
you
of
had to
want to
head
keep
back.
an eye on that situation.
Okay, what kind of birds?
Why is this funny?
What kind of birds? What kind of birds were they? Are they still there?
Well, yeah, I guess they are. They're red. No, they're black with the red on the wings because we're by the water.
Yeah. Okay.
And I really like their call, and it looks like they're going to have a couple of eggs. And if the blue jays come, it's going to be lights out for them, and I can't have that happen. So
Okay.
I'm kind of concerned about
That
it.
was your priority.
That's my priority
You're like
right
a
now.
bird godmom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Overseeing. And Morgan, did you go to the sock hop?
Also part of the time, and left early.
What distracted you?
Well, let's just say that the next day, the groundskeeper Billy was found with his body torn apart. Yeah.
Wow.
And also his arm stuck in a lawnmower.
Oh my God.
But in a kind of awkward way. Like, how could he have gotten his arm in there?
gone
You
in
know?
there. Yeah. Didn't make sense.
So
forensically,
It was one hell of an accident.
yeah.
right. It was an accident he had with the lawnmower.
Oh, at night, like you do
Right.
When you're mowing lawns.
when you're mowing your lawn.
Exactly.
on the
Night
weekend.
Yeah.
On the weekend.
Oh,
In
yeah.
November.
In November.
It helps, your grass come in thicker and more full.
It's a secret
Right.
of the trade.
It was a witchy thing.
It's-
Farmer's Almanac. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
watching the moon.
Yes.
Exactly
It's the
when.
classic New England practice of night mowing.
That's right.
Everybody knows
Night
about night mowing.
It's folklore. So he's
That
dead.
sounds
He's
secular.
dead.
He's dead.
Dead.
Is his identical brother Willie now the grandma?
Yeah, exactly.
No one really
He goes by Billiam.
Billion.
Oh my god.
And there's two of them.
There's two. Billiam and Billy. All right. So, wow. Okay.
Yeah, a big
Oh.
tragedy for the school. Or
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
maybe not really, because no one knew him.
Right. It's
He
one of
might have
those.
not really.
We've got another one
Yes.
that's the same, so we're fine.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you mean.
After they cleaned out his Foot Locker, they weren't so sad about it.
Right.
So Morgan, what was the strange occurrence that happened a couple days later after you did that? What happened?
Strange occurrence?
Something that happened to you.
To me?
Yeah.
A couple days later,
A couple days later happened after that. What was the weird thing that happened?
Developed a fondness for plaid.
I mean, my skirt was pretty great. I'm just.
Yes.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Something really weird happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I was out hunting again. You know, when I say I'm out hunting, it doesn't mean that I plan to actually feed at the end. I'm making marks on people.
Right.
Oh, okay.
You know.
All right, okay. Yeah.
I call it hunting.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
It's
It
part-
is.
yeah.
It's part of
Stalking.
it.
Yeah.
Stalking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I saw someone who seemed perfect. You know, the most perfect marks are those who, you know, they don't go out much. You know, they're not very well known. And so they won't be terribly missed if they disappear. Mm-hmm. But I suddenly had this feeling of empathy for this person, which is weird because she's walking food.
That is weird.
All right.
Food that's
Right.
still moving.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I suddenly realized I didn't want to feed from her.
Uh-huh.
Who was it? I mean, it's a small
I don't
town.
know.
It's a small town.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So,
Well, it could be unusual that you didn't recognize them then. That would be unusual.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody maybe not from here, maybe?
Didn't
Exactly.
recognize this person
Just a
and
stranger.
felt empathy for my
So
food.
that's an interesting combination.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is that?
Yeah.
What happened? Why?
Yeah. Who?
I was so disturbed by it, I just went home.
I can imagine.
Yeah. No, that's super disturbing.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
So,
going
do I
back,
want to play a game?
do you want to play
That's
a
the
game?
question.
Ooh.
So I will say that it's about 3 p.m.
Yeah.
It's still the sky is just frozen gray, a little small breeze. It's chilly.
Mm-hmm.
You can smell the salt in the air from the ocean.
Yeah.
And people are just kind of milling about and leaving, and so yeah.
So, right as Rodrigo was approaching me, I was lighting a cigarette.
Like sitting on the hood of your car or something
Yeah,
like that?
yeah. Uh-huh.
Who are you waiting for?
Neil.
Me? Oh,
no. She hopes.
You like start walking.
Yep.
Yeah, I wave at you, but then you realize Neil's right behind you. No, you know, he's in detention, so,
Yeah.
so I'm just waiting for him to get out of detention.
Okay.
Somehow I never get put in detention with him. So
Yeah.
he always takes the fall.
Yeah.
Right. Sure.
So,
Yes.
so anyway,
What are you wearing? Again, you're wearing your clothes from Monday, right?
Yes.
This is on Monday.
Same day, so yeah.
Yeah.
So I flicked the Zippo closed with a loud
What's
clack.
on the Zippo? Is there a pattern on there?
It is a Zippo that I found in an army supply store.
Oh.
So it's an old Vietnam War
Yeah.
Zippo.
Oh, cool.
With they had it like engraved, or they engraved it themselves. And I will have to find the filthiest example that I can.
Okay.
But it's something really inappropriate.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anyway, so I flick it closed, stick it in my pocket, take a long pull off the cigarette, and I say, sure.
Sure.
Is this
he
a sexy
says.
thing? Is this sex?
Yeah. Is it a little charged?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Do you think she's cute?
I just boosted my hot, so.
So, yeah.
So you know you're extra hot.
Uh-huh.
So you know your effect. You know the effect you have on women.
Can we multitask? She's doing a string on me, but can I do a move on her?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay,
Oh my
so
God,
I'll
yeah.
roll
Do
a
it.
turn.
Yay.
Turn Rodrigo on.
Yes.
You think you got a shot here?
I do.
Yeah, I do too.
He thinks he does.
Let's see what the dice tower does for me. Well, my new +2 hot just saved my ass. So I rolled a 5 + 2 is 7.
Oh, good.
So
Okay, good.
you can
Yeah.
either give me a string or choose one of the reactions. Okay, so you get to choose. You get to choose to give me a string on you or choose one of those reactions.
Ooh.
You know, I feel like what I'm about to ask
Yeah.
would give you a string on me.
Okay.
And so I'm going to give you a string.
Cool.
Okay.
Love it.
So just for everyone to know, so turning someone on, when you turn someone on, you roll with hot, and then you can choose. You can give they can either give you a string, or they can choose to give. I give myself to you. I promise something I think you want, or I get embarrassed and act awkward. All right, that's if you're in that mode. So the string has been
A string for a string.
yes.
And I get an experience dot for agreeing, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
So I'd like you to remind Judy just how small she is.
Whoa!
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Whoa!
You're a psychic vampire. You're into this, right?
You're a psychic vampire. Yeah, no, I just I betray no emotion other than a kind of a shit-eating grin. You know, like I can't wait to get into this.
That's a lot of emotions.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
Drama.
Well, she pulled a string on me,
pulled a
so
string.
she got me.
Yep.
All right.
She knew exactly where to aim that. Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, cool. Is there anything else?
No.
That's it. So how do you know that because you two have made deals, I think, in the past, or?
Well, we have somewhat regular actions.
We do.
Not super, like...
Right.
Business transaction.
Yeah, like the time lapses between them. So
Mhm.
I've got kind of an idea of what his MO is.
Okay.
He's,
So you
look
know.
at him. Look at him.
I
He
know.
likes to play with people
I know.
and build him up to tear him down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Cat and mouse.
Like a cat. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So how do you know the agreement has been made, that he will follow
the shit-eating
through?
grin, I would think.
The grin.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
Since that is more than I normally.
He looks more excited about this than
Yeah.
anything else today, so yeah.
Or for a while.
So then Neil walks up
Mm-hmm.
and he looks at Rodriga and he's like, "What are you doing here?"
I smile.
Yeah. So he's just staring at you, and then he looks at Lucian, and he looks back at you.
So I just kind of give him like a little hand signal, like it's enough.
I love it.
All right. So he makes a little like kind of pouty face and just kind of kicks a rock and looks at the ground.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. What do you want to do about that?
Do it.
Honestly, I was even just thinking so much of like, oh, Lucian's about to give me a ride home.
Oh yeah. Now
See,
what?
So
how's your cold?
It's a -1.
All right, I can pick that up and run with it and shut him down.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, yeah, sorry, buddy, you're walking today.
Oh my God.
What? What? Why?
So I just get my keys out of my vest pocket and kind of swing the key ring around in my
Oh
finger.
my god.
You know?
Second spit take on that.
and just do one of those kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh, he's gonna kill
infuriating.
somebody.
Fine, I don't fucking need a ride for you, man. It's fine. It's fine if you want to go out with your girlfriend.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah. Hey, you could use exercise.
Oh! Oh my God! Wow.
Is that enough for shutting
It's a
somebody
lot.
down?
Well, make sure that you drop her
Sounds
off
like
at your
3 or
mom's
4, right?
fucking whorehouse, because that's where she belongs, and he walks away.
Whoa.
Yikes.
Neil.
Oh my goodness. Hey, there we go. That's a 10 up on shutting someone down.
Yeah.
Did I take the thing that I can do the thing? Cold as ice. When I shut someone down, I may choose an extra option from the list. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to take one forward, which I can use on Judy.
Okay.
And then
Compound the evil.
and I'll gain a string on Neil.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
How many strings do you have on Neil?
Actually, I had none up to this
Oh my
point,
God.
So
I think
I
you
have
had
to
one.
periodically shut him down.
I think you had one because you are super hot.
Oh, you think so? You're
Uh-huh.
gonna give me a free string on him?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think that's fair for the
Yeah.
narrative.
Absolutely. Because he has
Plus,
a
he's
crush
your
on you.
cranny.
Yeah.
You spend more time with him than
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
That's why
I
this
got
is such a this is hurtful.
it. It is.
Just letting you know. Okay.
Oh shit! Just letting you know.
Yeah. Just
By the way, feelings have been
been
hurt.
hurt.
Okay.
BT dubs.
All right.
All right.
So he walks away.
Okay.
So off you go.
Yeah.
All right. So school day is.
So I think just
Jackie.
montage. Ooh, Jackie. I think montage wise, we're spending the ride home strategizing about what to do about Judy,
Sure.
but that'll come out in the narrative. Later,
Okay.
You know.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll fade out on that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it's the end of the school day, and Colleen and Morgan, what are you up to?
Well, I feel great because I fed today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
It
God.
wasn't-
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that wolf carcass.
Yeah. Earlier
Covered a
than
lot
I
of
usually
ground
do.
last
A
time.
gray wolf.
Wait a minute. But what about the groundskeeper?
That was at the softball.
Homecoming.
Oh, that was
homecoming.
back.
Yeah,
All right.
way
now
back,
I'm confused.
yeah.
All right.
4 months ago.
Yeah, and I usually don't feed on people around the school, but I had let it go too long that day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're up to something? All right.
Oh.
You know me and my notepad.
I
All right.
do.
So Morgan, what was your last class of the day?
Math?
Do you like it? Do you like it?
Not really.
No.
Yeah,
So what
it's
were you
okay.
doing to kind of pass the time?
While I was in math class? Oh, was what's his name? Omar.
Omar.
Is he in the class with me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's interesting because Omar is somehow in all of your classes.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Somehow. Somehow.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So I'm just asking Omar, hey, like,
Are you passing notes?
no,
Oh,
we're just
just talking.
yeah,
in the back
but
of the class.
quietly, but enough to know that the teacher will be annoyed,
Yeah.
and we just keep doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So
and
class is over.
like he has these, mundane concerns, and I just listen.
What
to
are
him.
some of his? What's his most mundane concern?
Mundane?
The most, because you said they're mundane concerns.
Yeah,
What's,
yeah,
What's
so
the
his-
most mundane? Or just like, oh, this again?
Yeah, his parents are Muslim, like
Yeah.
his whole family.
Mhm. Yeah.
So it's usually revolves around that. Like when he has to go to prayer, he's like, "Oh
Yeah.
God, I don't want to go."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh,
This again.
yeah."
Yeah.
Can't you just not go?
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Right.
That kind of stuff. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
Colleen. Yeah. Okay. Colleen, what's your last class of the day?
Yeah, I don't know. How about history?
Okay. Do you like this class?
No, not really. No.
Okay. So what do you do to pass the time?
Well, I do the work.
Mm-hmm.
I do the work.
Mm-hmm. Like do like little group like things together, like exercises and stuff in class that they have you all do, like little mini group presentations in class. Or...
No, it's not that good. There's not that good of a teacher. I do
Okay.
mostly word searches.
Oh, okay.
Word searches and
Yes.
yeah,
Where did you get
crosswords
those?
and stuff. Like
Where do you get those? Do you
the
have like
teacher?
a regular
No,
source?
the teacher.
Oh, they
That's-
just do
that's
history
the
word-
schoolwork.
History
Oh!
word searches, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
All right.
it.
Where you're like looking for like these 12 words related to like pilgrims.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel the president.
I legitimately remember that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Thank you, Santa Fe Public Schools.
that's right.
Okay.
I've
All
heard
right.
two history lectures so far this year.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
What were they about?
One was about George Washington, and the other one was about the space race.
Neither of those interested you in any way.
No.
Okay. All right. And okay, so class is over,
Yeah,
and you are heading. What do you usually do immediately after school?
I have to go to the library for tutoring.
Oh, who's your tutor?
I don't know. How about somebody that we've already got? So one of our characters.
Well, I mean, Miss Batillion could be your tutor.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Sure.
Okay. So she meets you after class on Mondays and Wednesdays
Okay.
to just review. What does she review with you?
Well, my schedule, my lesson plan.
Mm-hmm.
She's teaching how to study,
Uh-huh.
how to highlight, how to make notes properly,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there we look at things where I'm doing particularly badly.
Uh-huh.
If I'm having a struggle or a failure in English or something like that, Mostly it's the language arts that I'm not doing so well in.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll get back to that in just a second. So, so Morgan, what's the thing that you do immediately after school every day?
Oh, do we live close enough to walk home usually? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just start walking home, but usually get distracted.
Mm-hmm. By
So
what?
Omar will walk with me, and then we'll say, "Oh, hey, let's go into the store," or "Hey, let's smoke," or "Hey, let's go into this graveyard and dig up a corpse." And
Oh my
maybe
God.
eat it."
What?
Wait a minute.
Omar?
Just kidding.
JK. All right. So, do you like float that by Omar? Like, in terms
Yeah,
of
I'll
things to
ask
do?
him, "Hey, why don't we just take a detour through the graveyard?" And he's like, "Oh man, that's so weird."
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
and he will. So, have you ever said that to him? Like,
Yeah.
hey, we should.
Oh,
Have you ever
actually,
said, ever said to him like, hey, should we dig somebody up? Or
no.
You've never said that out loud.
No.
Okay.
No, but I will. He'll come with me. I think I mentioned this before. That I'll do things and I'll tell him to keep a lookout for me and never to look at me.
Right.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and yeah.
with the wolf, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. So this
Yeah.
doesn't happen terribly often, but you
Once
know,
in a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
He's
and
never looked.
he's never looked. That's why I
Yeah.
trust him so fully.
Yeah.
You know?
What an
Yeah.
interesting person.
Or he
Yeah.
hasn't looked and you haven't seen him look.
I haven't seen him
Possibly.
look. Because when I start to feed, the rest of the world just disappears.
All right. So as you're walking,
just slip away.
Yeah.
so yeah.
And combing.
Yeah.
So as you're walking through the cemetery today, you're walking through the Our Lady of Open Arms Cemetery.
Oh my God.
Which is your death site.
That's so
Oh
horrible.
yeah.
He's walking right next to you.
Open
and
graves, open arms.
I know.
That's right.
I know. They fall right in that grave.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
As you're walking
That's
through
our
the
slogan.
cemetery, he leans down and close to your ear and he says, "They're coming to get you, Barbara."
Oh.
What?
It's like, come on, you know that. Night of the
Wait.
Living Dead.
Oh.
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you have you ever seen that movie?
No, she
Oh,
hasn't.
okay.
No. Yeah. And I haven't either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you haven't either. Yeah. So
Oh,
he says that. He
Just
says,
IRL.
And then
Yeah, and
I'm like, oh no, I've been caught. Oh wait, no.
yeah.
Oh.
You know what
yeah,
I
I do know what you mean.
So
now
then-
it is a Criterion edition, so there's never been a better time.
Yes,
Anyway,
you
go
should
on.
check it out. So as he says that to you, and you're kind of you just kind of laugh, like going along with it.
Yeah. No,
So-
and there's
First, there's a
a
moment.
pause.
Right, a
Yeah.
moment of
Okay,
terror.
yeah.
So the
I'm
moment
like,
of terror.
yeah.
So,
Oh shit. Yeah, movie. Yes.
Yeah.
A movie.
Movie, yeah.
Yeah.
so then he starts looking at you.
Oh my
and
God.
He starts like pretending. So he's acting out that first scene from Night of the Living Dead. He's just coming after you like a zombie.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it, Omar.
They're coming to get you.
Omar, stop.
So he's just kind of he's not stopping. He's just following.
He's not
Oh,
stopping.
okay.
Yeah, he's just like kind of just. What do you do?
Oh, okay. As soon as he's close enough,
Uh-huh.
like something else takes over in me.
Oh,
shit.
No, I don't.
Is that a move?
What is
No,
that?
Lash out physically?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm about to lash out
Okay.
physically, but
Roll
I'm
the
not
level.
gonna kill him, you guys.
No.
Yes.
No. Yes.
But my
Okay.
volatile is.
Well, lashing out
Yeah.
physically, that you can.
Two.
There's three things that can happen. They learn something about your true nature and gain a string on you. I decide how bad the harm turns out,
Oh.
or you become your darkest self.
Oh shit! This is
Oh.
exciting.
Okay.
This is
Roll.
exciting.
So he's
He's
coming.
excited.
So he's coming after
it's
you.
Roll.
hard to hide it, you
Roll.
know.
Roll a
Oh, yeah.
volatile. So you have volatile. Do you have a +2 to your volatile? What's
Yes,
your-
I do.
Okay.
Oh my god, you're
It's
so
2d10s,
volatile.
right?
Two
Oh my-
2d6s.
Well, I don't know. Sorry.
2d. No, it's okay. 2d6s.
Good thing we
I
got that
didn't.
cleared up.
I didn't review it. 25.
Yes.
Sweet. Okay.
12
What?
plus the 2.
Yep.
Oh my
14.
god. Wow.
Okay.
Isn't that the highest you could
on
possibly
a 10
get?
up?
Yes.
On a 10 up, you deal them harm,
Okay.
and they
Okay.
choke up momentarily before they can react.
Oh wow.
So he's coming after you in this kind of silly zombie-like way.
Yeah.
And what do you do?
Oh man. Well, I was just planning to like, what is it called, an armbar or something when you?
You were planning on it. What happens?
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Okay. So I leap into the air with superhuman height and land on his chest and grab his throat.
Yep.
And of course, with all that top heavy weight, you know, he
Yep.
falls straight to the
Yeah,
ground.
he's taller than
Yep.
you.
Yeah.
Land on him.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so my eyes change when I'm about to feed.
Oh my god.
Which I tried to put in the pictures,
Yeah.
but you can't see it now.
Alright,
Okay. It's happening now. It's
Yeah,
happening
yeah.
now.
Good.
And so I'm looking at him that way for just a second, and then I quickly leap away, and
Oh my
I
God.
run home.
Wow.
I have no idea how he's taken this.
Right.
If he's gotten up,
Yeah.
he's been able. You knock the wind out of him.
Yeah.
The one thing you do
Absolutely, yeah.
hear is like,
Yeah.
and him just feebly like clawing at you
Oh,
before
okay.
you leap
Yeah.
away.
Wow.
Wow.
But you said your hands just like went around his throat.
Like, no, more like this.
Oh,
Because
Yeah.
that's how you would tear a throat out, I
Right.
guess.
Right.
If you had a...
right. And so
I mean,
as
you're
you're
a werewolf. Like, wait, what do you I don't know.
as you know, like
I like
Oh,
I like
now,
we've got
okay.
the savage contingent on this side.
Yeah,
we know. We're like,
like that's what you do, right?
you know, oh, okay.
I don't think you were out of line one bit.
He was coming at you like that? No.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back in the Camaro, you want a cheeseburger or something?
Yeah, no. We'll go back. We'll go back.
Yeah,
So-
all right. Meanwhile.
So as you're running back, you notice under your fingernails that there is skin under your
Oh,
fingernails.
no!
All right, XP for that. You can
Brings it.
And you lick it good.
So she's eating the skin from under her fingernails. God damn.
Omar.
Wait. Okay, so wait a minute. So you said you were running
Blood
away.
dates.
You're running away, but you are running away. So
Yeah.
roll with volatile.
Oh, yeah.
So what's another move?
Okay, yeah.
So you
Running
roll
away.
with volatile,
Yep.
and we'll see what happens.
Okay. 5 plus 2, that's a 7.
7.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, you get away, but choose to run into something worse, cause a big scene, or leave something behind.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Go, share.
Yeah.
might you leave some part of the wolf behind with Omar?
Oh, did you take a
Like a
little
piece,
token?
like an ear
Yeah.
or
Fang.
it's just an idea.
Yeah,
To the
yeah.
claw.
Oh, yeah, I'm just letting it.
A claw,
Yeah.
or a
Yeah.
bit of fur.
Eyeball, anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fur. I'm
Some
thinking.
piece of a chunk of the fur.
Well, I know that I can't take too much of, the leftovers with me at any point because
Right.
people tend to.
That's true.
Like,
But you
pick
also
up on
might
that.
want a memento or some type
Or
of
maybe you
a...
didn't
Yeah.
know. Maybe it was in your shoe. Maybe you didn't
Yeah,
know.
you had no
But
idea.
this wolf gave me a look. I think, right? Like right before,
Yeah,
like as it was laying there.
It was laying there. It was
already
like it
dead,
was
though,
freshly
wasn't it?
gutted. It was like freshly gutted, so it
Okay.
still was the little strands of consciousness as
Yeah.
it was going off to another plane.
Right. There was
But
something
it
strange about it.
recognized you.
Yeah, it gave me a look.
It did.
Or yeah. So
Or
let's see. Yeah, let's say I kept a paw.
wow,
Oh, that's big.
Ooh.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or a toe.
She said
A
paw.
toe.
Or a paw.
She said paw.
Could you hide a paw easily though?
Sure.
I mean,
Pretty
look
big.
at my outfit.
It's a big wolf's
I don't
paw.
wear- Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like it's
Wolf's paws are
like
very
Well, all the
Right.
more reason that it might have fallen out then. It
It's even
wasn't,
clumsily
you know.
affixed to you somehow.
Yeah.
yeah.
That looks so real. Like you might have heard somebody whisper as you were walking down the hall with this paw like hanging off your
yeah.
belt.
Oh yeah.
It looks
Okay.
so real. Like
Yeah.
You wouldn't really have to worry about it because it's an animal.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like Williams.
It's not like
you
I
know.
kept a finger.
Billy.
Billy.
All right. Okay. Let's say
So
it's
the
a paw.
paw,
then.
the
yeah.
paw is left behind.
Fell right out of my pocket. Yeah.
So because
Or
she
belt.
did a runaway, we did a runaway move. So she left something behind in her stead, which was the wolf. She procured one of the paws of the wolf that she
Yeah.
munched on earlier.
Because I
And it-
wanted to, because it gave me that look.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I wanted to find out something about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
You're intrigued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does.
Okay.
Imagine you like gnawing it off. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Tastes
my
like the
God.
forest.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the north of town.
Oh.
All right.
God, what was it fingering earlier?
Oh, what is that?
So as you launch yourself away, the paw tumbles from your belt loop and lands next to Omar, but
Yeah.
you do not know what happens after that.
Yeah.
So you are running home. Okay, we'll leave it there.
Because, yeah, like, I can't control myself at some point, so
Yeah.
if I don't get away from him, you know, he's a
you-
goner.
Oh, I know.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
We're only in episode 2.
I know. We don't
Yeah.
want to get nuts.
Very true.
He's my sidekick.
Okay,
well,
yeah.
Sort of.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, exactly.
And then it's up to Senior sudden.
Right?
Oh, no. So then, Colleen, so you
Uh-oh.
are headed to your tutorial session, your tutoring session with Ms. Batillion.
Okay, because it's Monday today. Is today Monday?
It is Monday
All
still.
right.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And so where do those take place?
They're in the library.
Library. Okay. So, you walk into the library.
Yeah.
Does everything seem as it usually does? Who usually greets you at the library?
Nobody.
No one?
No.
Okay. So where do you head? Where do you meet Miss Batillion?
There's big tables. There's big tables. There's rows of tables for this
Okay.
type of thing, and that's where I'm at.
Okay. So you're sitting there already, ready to go.
She's there when I
She's
arrive.
there. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So she looks at you and she smiles. She says, "Hi, Colleen. How are you today?"
I'm pretty good. Everything's going okay. History was a little tough today, so maybe we could work on that.
Sure.
I'm having a hard time remembering names.
Yeah, that can be tough. All right. Let's look at what you have so far. So your schedule for your spring semester is. Let's
Right.
look at that. So
Right,
we're looking at
doing,
that. And so you're going through all of your schedule, the usual
Yeah.
routine. So she's talking to you more about history and remembering names. Sometimes you can use what is it called? A mnemonic device.
Yeah.
So she's describing mnemonics to you, like how they work.
And I'm liking this. This might actually help.
Okay, so
Yeah.
how to connect it, and so what does she smell like?
Ooh.
Play-Doh.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you think of that? Do you like that?
Nah, I don't like it.
Weird.
Yeah.
Huh?
It makes
Okay.
me wonder what the heck's going on. Has she been visiting? Where has she been? Why does she smell like children? What's up with that?
Huh? Weird. So she's reviewing all of this with you, and she says, "Why are you looking at me like that?"
Oh, I wasn't aware I was looking at you like that. That's not just the way my face goes sometimes.
Okay, all right. So she leans back, and so she's just sort of looking at the paper and goes back to explaining things to you. And so you hear the phone ring in the background at the library. And so she's continuing to review things with you. And you see one of the librarians come to your table.
Uh-huh.
And she approaches Miss Batillion and says, "The phone's for you."
Oh, interesting.
Interesting indeed.
What do you do?
I'm going to wait till she gets up, and then I'm going to sneak behind her to hear what's on the phone, what's going on.
Oh, okay. So she walks up to the main reference desk. It's you're stealthily okay.
Is there a stealth?
Let me see. No.
There should be.
No.
Right.
I wish there was.
Stealth roll.
Are all the phones connected at the desk so that you can pick one up and actually like listen?
Yeah, could I
That's
do
a
that?
good question because
Like
there
there's
are.
another desk
Yes.
in the back?
Yes,
the librarian's
exactly.
office.
Yes,
The librarian
so-
has
so-
an office.
So
Alright,
where
so
you're where you're sitting is toward the back of the library, and that's where the librarian's office is, right? And then there's the front.
There we go,
salute.
yeah.
There's the front reference desk,
Right.
like where all the kids go.
Yeah.
There's where she's headed,
Yes.
and so you know that behind you there are some librarian offices, so you can.
I'll be able to pick up, like, I'll see which
Which
extension
line?
is blinking, right? Because it's that
Yep.
era.
Yep.
The little light will be going, so I will very gently lift it up and put it to my giant ear.
You big ears.
It's better to hear you with.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's right.
So, are you? Are you serious?
I'm gonna be discovered because I can't hide it.
Wait. Okay, wait. Let's see here.
So
Okay.
on your little things, note mouth breather.
Mouth
breather.
Yes.
Oh God.
So,
They're like the friend and fun.
So you hear the phone pick up, and you hear the unmistakable timbre of Ms. Battalion's lovely musical voice.
That's right.
And she says hello. And you hear someone on the other line saying, "You fucking bitch.
Ooh.
Whoa!
I know what you've been doing. And you think you've been hiding it from me this whole time, but I fucking know." And it's a man's voice.
Wow.
And you suddenly see her, like you suddenly hear, like you hear a catch in her voice.
Yeah.
And then suddenly what you hear on the other line, like in the phone line, is the clattering of the phone. And you might see peripherally her throwing the phone through the window.
Whoa!
Oh, yes!
Window.
Yes! Thank you. Thank you.
And she's so you see this peripherally, but you're like hearing it and seeing
right,
it
it's
peripherally
like
at the
stereo.
same time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
What
weird,
do you-
that weird moment.
What do you do?
Well, I put the phone down. I got away with it. I don't believe it.
Put the phone down. Click.
And then I'll go walking up to where she is and go, "What's going on?" Like, I don't know what's going on. Yeah.
So she's shaking. The librarian's shocked.
Yeah.
She's like, "What happened?
Yeah,
What's going on?" And she says, "I'm so sorry." And so she just starts sobbing.
Yeah.
She starts crying. And then she leans on your shoulder and she's just sobbing.
Oh, that's terrible.
Wow.
How soft is she?
She's
Yeah.
incredible. She's marshmallow soft.
And does she still smell like?
She
Does she
smells
still smell like
butterflies
Play-Doh?
and God. No.
The Play-Doh thing has wafted away.
Play-Doh thing is gone.
Butterflies and God.
She smells really scared and unhappy and sad.
All right. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And the librarian's like, "Oh, don't worry. What? Oh my gosh!" So then, like, you see some student, like one of the students who was like works there, after
Right, like
school, is running back in, like holding the phone, which
Oh,
is like
shit.
totally broken and scuffed. It's like one of those beige rotary phones.
I know. Yeah. Those are hard to break.
Those
Yeah.
are metal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You can bring those over with a
It's
car.
scuffed,
no.
but the
Just
receiver is
somebody-
definitely like
Yeah.
like
Oh, the
one of the
playing
one of the,
jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
the
all
talking end is
pieces.
kind of like falling out.
Hanging out.
Yeah.
And all the wires. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're
I
kind of
remember those.
amazed, like,
Oh my God. Yeah.
and the window's broken.
Yeah.
Of course.
And so she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have to leave.
Right.
Colleen, I'm so sorry. I have to cut our session short. I need to leave now.
Okay.
So she just walks
goes.
away, gets her bag, and you see her just frantically kind of...
Yeah, I'm following her.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. That's what I was going to ask. What do you do?
I'm in full obsessed now. Fully
Oh,
obsessed.
no!
Oh, yes. No, I must know everything and everyone involved now.
Okay.
We got a mystery on our hands.
Well, you bet. And a big one.
And a dramatic one.
Oh.
Yes. Okay, so we'll kind of...
Yes,
that's
that
all
was
that of that.
Thank you.
So you
Okay.
two are on the road still. So we're... What are you...
I'm
What,
just-
Jamming this into you.
He's
what are
being
you
loose.
doing?
This is my my notebook / prop.
All right.
Yeah.
So...
Carry on.
Nothing to see here.
No. So you're on the road. Where are you headed, or where are you? You're giving her a
I'm
ride.
giving her a ride. I don't
As
know.
you're leaving
if
the
you
school.
do want McDonald's, we can swing by. That's fine.
It's pretty new in town as a McDonald's.
Is it?
Oh,
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? I could use a milkshake.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
never get to eat out. That sounds kind of fun.
Okay, yeah.
Is he buying?
I'll buy. Yeah.
What?
Uh-huh.
All
That's
right.
exciting.
Oh, I
So
know.
so you see Neil walking on the side of the road.
Drive right past him.
Oh!
Yeah, and he's
Insult
flipping you
to
double
injury.
birds.
Double
I'm gonna blow a
birds.
kiss at him out the window.
Yes! That's even worse.
Okay. Right there.
All right.
I'm
There we go.
starting to feel bad for him.
Solutions notebook
Fuck. What does it say? Fuck you.
with a pentagram for the O.
Yes!
All right,
Yes,
you get
it's the details.
You get an XP. Add another XP.
And I'll point out this is a vintage mead spiral notebook that I found on eBay. So,
Did you?
yeah.
Seriously?
Feel those coils.
Yeah.
Ah,
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it the
Oh,
real deal?
that's the old.
That's-
That's,
that's
old
The
shit.
shape of the shit.
Oh, yeah. Leave cars out of that stuff.
All right. So you get an XP for
Oh,
that.
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I mean, also having a fucking vintage notebook you got on eBay.
I know. Exactly.
Well, I had
He's
to
got
get the
stacks of
unicorn notebooks. They just don't make those anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
I
People don't
remember
know what's good.
No, they don't. All right. So he's flipping you double birds.
Uh-huh.
That's,
So-
and then
And the kiss is blown.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Yes.
See it.
man.
See it.
And so
Carry on.
you pull up to the restaurant, quote unquote.
Yeah, the restaurant.
Yes.
The burger joint.
The fast food
Feedlot.
facility, feedlot, the trough,
Uh-huh.
and
Yes.
so in the parking lot you see Brad and Judy.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Okay.
What do you do?
Time to strike.
Is that what you
Really?
say?
No, that's what I think, though.
Oh, you do.
Brad is there.
I think I'm gonna like subconsciously just shrug down into my seat a little lower.
You're like, I didn't plan to be there for it.
Right. I don't want to be implicated.
Well, I think also it's probably imagining, Judy's been my bully for how long?
A long
So I think
time.
it's probably just a little reflexive.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Yeah, she's
be a little less
nasty.
visible.
Yeah.
She's nasty. Yeah, she's very nasty. Okay.
It's the same thing I would have done in my chair at school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you pull up,
Yeah.
and so what do you do?
Well, so I don't have any strings on Judy, so I don't have anything that's any
Yeah.
dirt on her necessarily.
Right.
So can we review what we established
I
about her?
can happily tell you the dirt that I had. on
Exactly.
Sure,
Yes,
sure.
please.
Yes, help me.
Yes.
Fire
please.
away.
What do we got?
Fire away.
Yeah.
her. Yeah, no, she. Okay, so you can't tell anyone
Right.
that I know this because I don't want my grandma to get in trouble.
Ah.
But last semester, right before school started,
Yeah.
Judy came to our house because she had a little problem that she asked my abuela to take care of,
Mm.
and
That's right.
let's just say it hindered her progress getting into the new Catholic school.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what that means, or you just liked hearing it?
Mm.
I don't know what that means, but I loved
But I
hearing
love
it.
hearing about it.
Her fetus is buried in our backyard.
Thank you.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my
good
goodness.
stuff.
Yes. Yes.
What do you think of that?
That's definitely something I could use. Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So,
Also,
yes.
I believe Brad is not entirely interested or faithful.
Oh.
So as you say that, Brad he sees the both of you in that car.
Okay.
Pulled up,
Yeah.
and he's looking at both of you, but you can't really tell. He's just very poker faced.
Yeah.
You have to be with the coach.
Because he's in love with you, right? Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna
Not
tell
showing
you that,
Right.
but I'm gonna.
No, right.
I have reason to believe he's not all that into Judy.
Mm. Alright.
Wheels on wheels.
Yes.
I know. Okay. Alrighty. Sounds good.
Lucian,
Yeah.
what do you know about Brad that nobody else knows?
Ooh.
Aside from the drug thing.
Okay, so
Because
Brad.
he's one of your clients.
Yeah, he is.
So just a reminder, really quick.
Mhm.
Coming to a reference sheet near you.
Yes.
Okay.
At some point, very soon. Brad takes prescription drugs.
Right.
Lucian, he's one of your clients. He's on the crew team.
Yeah.
That's right.
He has a crush on Rodrigo.
Right.
Okay.
He's dating Judy.
Right.
Right.
Brad's dad is a sheriff. What you know is that Brad was adopted. His parents are white,
Okay.
and he's black,
Okay.
African American. What do you know about Brad besides his pill popping that nobody else knows?
I know who his birth parents are.
Whoa!
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
It was groundskeeper Billy.
No! And who?
Parthenogenesis, really. Just
God, the life starts.
Grew a homunculus.
grew him out of his shoulder.
Nice.
It's Monsanto.
Yeah. It was the Monsanto fertilizer. Groundskeeper Billy and Monsanto were his parents.
Why not?
Oh, Jesus.
So okay, so
Personally, I would imagine it would be one of your mom's employees.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, there's
Yeah.
a connection, sure.
Definitely, yeah.
so yeah, is Sheriff Montgomery a visitor to your mom's establishment, quote unquote?
At the very least, he looks the other way
Right.
to allow it to,
Yeah.
to carry on in town limits, county limits.
Okay,
So.
all right, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll it's likely that one of his birth parents works for my mom, but we'll leave that open for now until it comes time to pull the string.
Yeah.
All right.
So, in the meantime, I've got a task to attend to.
Oh, do you want to get some fries and a shake?
Yes.
So this is no drive-through.
Right, exactly.
Right.
This is
Exactly
like
what
a
I was
walk up.
thinking, yeah.
You have to go into
Oh,
the
God.
store.
Remember the way the chairs
Store.
Uh-huh.
You have to go into the food
Wow.
place
Going to
and acquire food.
Uh-huh. Yes.
They don't even have a play place yet, do they?
No.
No.
So
Just
it's a super basic franchise.
Cinder block.
Yep.
You know.
But it's the first of it's like this first franchise in your town.
Okay, sure.
And there's a crazy dog next to me. So
Mhm. Very intent on you.
so do you go acquire the food, Rodrigo? Do you stay in the car? How are you doing this?
I was actually thinking maybe since you wanted a milkshake, you're going in. I'll be lingering out in the parking lot where Brad and Judy are.
Where am I getting you?
Huh?
Where am I getting you?
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh,
Oh my God.
Le Big
It's
Mac.
March, so they'd have the Shamrock Shake at this point.
Well,
Yes.
that's
You're
what
getting
I'm
the
getting.
Shamrock Shake.
yeah.
Oh.
I for a minute, I'm just gonna get a very small vanilla, but then I'm
Yeah.
this
No.
isn't my money.
Right?
I'm gonna get a
Yeah.
large, all the whipped cream and shit on it.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Do it up.
Okay.
Actually, I skipped lunch, so if you could give me a McDLT, that would be great.
Oh my god.
Yes.
You get
Yes.
fries with that too,
Or
or
fries.
2 of them. You're a teenage boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, better get some fries.
And
And
the
some
large
chicken.
fries were like
Yeah.
tiny, right?
Yeah, right. Better give me the large.
Right.
All right. So Rodrigo, you head in.
And yeah, I'll give you like a 10 or whatever. You know,
Okay. 10 spot.
A 10 spot.
So
yeah.
what do you? So you head into the restaurant, and Brad is on your tail.
Oh.
Of course he is.
Steaming up your tail.
Yep. And
Okay, that gives
and
me,
so you
that gives me an opening.
see Brad very kind of semi-casually, but also it seems very much just what
Intent,
he does.
huh?
Intent. It's just what he does. Like it's like second nature to him to just follow wherever she goes.
Wow.
And
Nice.
and so Judy she's just putting on some lip gloss and doesn't
So-
seem to care.
So I'll just kind of like.
She's sitting on the hood of his car.
Okay, what kind of car does he drive?
He has a Mustang.
A
A
Mustang.
Mustang.
Of course he does.
Oh.
Ooh.
It's a powder blue Mustang.
Oh, shit.
Vintage 60s.
Oh yeah, and it's like
68.
nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Like his dad has helped him restore it. And
Sure,
like,
sure,
sheriff?
sure.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
likes the
Nice
muscle
way to
cars.
spend
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've had a drag race or two.
Oh
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Who won?
Damn, I don't know.
Good
Maybe
question.
we're even. We've done it twice. He won once, I won once.
All right. Nice.
And there's those 2 Japanese guys with the PA system on it.
One sounds like
One learned
Howard.
English by watching Howard Cosell. Better Off Dead if you haven't seen
Better
it.
Up, please see Better Off Dead. It was
Okay.
hilariously great.
All right. So,
So Judy's on the hood
okay.
of the
So
car.
she's doing her makeup. you
Yeah.
said? Okay. So in the mirror of her compact,
Oh,
she sees me appear.
Oh, you appear in mirrors?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Yeah.
Just
How else does he maintain this?
I'm a-
This.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So, yes. The whole thing. So you appear in her compact,
yeah. And
and she's just like she looks. No, she doesn't. She doesn't seem disgusted.
Right. Oh, okay.
She's just like, oh, like what are you doing here?
So, so I just very casually, like I'm even kind of biting a hangnail, you know? And I'm just kind of like, Brad was certainly off in a hurry.
Yeah, because I told him to go get me some fries.
Oh, was that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Well, you know, he's got to keep in shape for the crew.
It's for me, not for him.
Oh, eating for two?
Oh!
It's the right guy.
Want the job done right.
Wow.
Wee!
Holy shit.
Oh man.
So, shall I roll?
Well, what do you want to...
I'm shutting her down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to apply my +1 forward, so I get a +3 on this total.
Okay. +3.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, come on, man.
Dice tower.
Ta-da.
There we go.
Yep.
10.
Wow.
Ooh.
All right.
10. Oh yeah.
Okay, so on a 10 and up, choose from below. They lose a string on you. They have no
And I'm cold as ice, so I get to choose 2, actually.
Right, okay.
Okay.
If they have no strings on you, gain 1 on them. They gain a condition, or you take 1 forward.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Alright, I'm going to give her a condition.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give her
Okay.
the guilt racked condition.
Oh,
Right?
guilt racked.
She's racked with guilt.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'll gain a string on her.
Yeah.
Because clearly what I said was true.
Absolutely. She has nothing to say to that.
Wow.
So I'll just wink at her again in the compact and just
You walk away?
yeah. It's like I'm on cast.
Yeah. You float.
Dead and loving it.
So your game. So when you did that and she reacted, I'll just give you what she.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like you feeding, right?
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, yeah.
I can just see her turning white, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Gives
just
me life plenty.
right. So your string guilt racked. She looks. First of all, she's pale.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the color drains from her face.
Yeah.
She looks completely stricken, and she also looks very young.
Mm-hmm.
She
So,
looks
yeah,
she looks
she
every bit
loses.
of her age,
Yeah.
and she looks also like as though she looks completely exposed.
Mm-hmm.
So she's looking around,
Yeah.
like to see
Like,
if
did
anyone
anyone
else
else hear
heard
that?
heard you say that.
Yeah.
Wow.
You also sense do you have any kind of what are the senses? Fucking notebook. Is there any of your senses, do you have heightened senses? I know that Colleen has heightened senses, but what are your moves and stuff?
Currently, I have cold as ice, and I have inescapable.
What is that?
When I may spend a string on someone to demand they remain in my presence. If they still walk out on me, I gain 2 strings.
Okay.
But I am angling to get hypnotic with
Yeah.
another move, which is I can
Yeah.
really get someone. And then march for the hunt, which is to have that sort of supernatural connection with my one true love, who
Right.
TBD.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just super. You know, in masquerade terms, I have 4 dots in dominate.
Right.
I really maxed out that discipline.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
not
Do
so
you-
much on the heightened senses.
Do you want her to move away from you? I mean, this is a good food. This is a source.
Mm-hmm.
You're tapping in. This is feeling so good.
Yeah.
Her reaction in and of itself is so good. Can you pull yourself away?
I think because I rolled well enough, I can.
You can extract yourself.
Yeah, I think on a 7 to 9, maybe not. You know, but in this case, yes, only because I know I'm setting her up. That was my was my
future-
opening gambit
for
you know,
future feedings,
and I can come
basically.
back around. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to the validation training.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So this is pretty tasty
I found that crack in the armor, and now I'm just going to be
to get
yeah,
more and more and more.
Yeah.
All right.
That's part of the thrill is you know metering it out. So
How many feedings have you done before this?
I think it's just the condition of my condition.
I know. So how long have you been doing this?
My whole life.
Even as a little child?
So I was born this way.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Plus, kids are already master manipulators. So
Yeah.
It's not,
Yeah, kids are good. Yeah.
It's not
What
hard,
do
nor
you
is it
mean?
It's not even
I'm very Darius.
suspicious at that age.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Even if you do it poorly.
Right.
Yeah.
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 You
Yeah.
can tell the difference.
Yeah.
No. So,
Yeah.
you walk...
If anything, it's changed over time because it was adults and authority figures, teachers, babysitters, and now it's turning to peers more often.
Okay. So how many of your... who was the first peer that you fed from? And
Oh,
what
Neil,
was,
definitely.
and what was
Back
the...
in 6th grade.
What was the emotion? Describe that first feeding.
I found him crying behind, like, you know, the ball shed, you know, near the athletic field, and you know, he just taken some really nasty hits during a game of dodgeball and PE, and just all that physical pain had like opened the floodgates emotionally for him, and so I pretended to be comforting him, but really I was like actually getting him to get more upset.
What were you saying to him that caused him to get more upset?
Oh, just like, wow, I really don't know why the other kids hate you so much that they'd be throwing the ball that hard, you know.
It was they were throwing it in his face.
Yeah. So.
And he had like some welts on his face.
Right. Said Spalding across his cheek. So,
Wow.
yeah, like that.
Okay. All right. So you just back away from her. All right. She looks totally...
But I know I've got her now.
Yep. You do.
Yeah.
All right. So where do you go? Back to your...
I will walk into the
Oh. Okay.
McDonald's and just, you know.
All right. Well, we'll get back to that then.
Yeah.
All right. So Rodrigo, you are heading into the restaurant, and there's a little bit of a line, and you.
It's new. Everyone's here.
Everyone's
Yep.
here. Everyone wants
Yep.
to eat those friggin' McNuggets, etc. So and the rest, and
All
so
in that shiny styrofoam packaging.
I know, so shiny, and so you're waiting in line. You're there's some kids from school that are there. Other people, like you said, everyone's like excited to try all these things. The green shakes are out. They're very exciting, and you feel a presence behind you. What do you do?
I'm gonna scoot farther up in line.
Okay.
You know, to kind of like create some distance.
Okay. And so then you get flanked,
Oh shit. Oh shit.
and you smell the Old Spice.
Old Spice. Old Spice.
That can only be Brad wafting over into your space.
Oh, that was so huge in the 80s, wasn't it?
And do you like this smell?
No,
Oh, okay.
it smells like artificial.
It's artificial.
Yeah, it smells chemical-y to me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So he's just standing there and says, "What are you gonna get?"
Like he's in your personal space.
Yeah, he's a
it's
little
like an
close.
intimate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personal space.
Yeah.
Without looking, and say, "Oh well, Lucian wanted a McBLT."
Oh, I didn't know that guy ate food.
Oh.
That guy.
Weird. So he looks out the door,
Yeah.
and he sees Lucian and Judy talking, actually, and he just sort of says, "Why are you in the car with him? Like in his car?"
I'm tutoring him in Spanish.
Oh, yeah. So you're moving up in line. There's more awkward silences. He's just standing there next to you.
Yeah. Heavy presence.
Yeah, he's about 6 foot. And how tall are you?
Probably like somewhere between 5'3" and 5'5".
Okay. So yes, I mean he's much taller than you, and so he's just kind of hanging out.
Looming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like it's up to you if you perceive it as Does it feel like a looming presence? Does it feel protective? What does it feel like?
Oh.
Or possessive.
Or possessive? What is it? Yeah, what does it feel like?
You know, I think I'm going to base it off of like a shut someone down roll.
Mhm.
Not actively trying, but
yeah.
in terms of like my own experience of that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I'm gonna. Oh wait.
Oh,
Clear
nice
it-
tower.
Clear the tower.
Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Nice.
No, fail.
Oh.
Fail?
Oh,
Oh.
that's right, because you are not cold.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm becoming accustomed to it. It's like not as bad as I thought it would be. The fast food smell is covering up the Old Spice smell. And I'm like,
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
right, right.
That's true.
Like, you know, I guess I appreciate that he's like,
Okay.
not talking anymore.
Yeah.
Remember getting an XP as well.
Ah,
Yeah, you get an
thank
XP for that. All right.
I'm like, how did I get so much XP? Oh, that's right. I failed a lot last time.
That's right.
Excellent. I'm going to continue that trend.
Okay. I'm trying to think because it says on a 10 and up, choose one from below. On a 7 to 9, choose one from below, but you come across poorly, and they give you a condition in return.
And on a fail, you just
On
pick
a
one
fail,
of your
I just pick.
MC moves.
Yeah, I pick on one of my moves. So
No, I got a 5. So.
yeah. Okay.
How is this going to get more complicated?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to figure out the
like-
most complicated.
90210.
Exactly. Yeah. All right.
Is the
Hey.
coach working the fries?
Coach Steve.
Working on fries.
Stevenson,
Fries.
Captain
How he's
Steve.
paying for his divorce.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's Monte Carlo payments.
Okay. So he says. So he leans in near you a little bit more, and he says, "How much longer are we going to let this go on?"
Whoa.
Oh.
That's so forward. I don't
I
like this.
know. Gutsy.
I know.
Lucian may be walking to the door at this point,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but I'll give you a chance to have.
Um,
Hey, you naughty
I'm
thing.
gonna try another shut him down.
Okay.
By
Oh.
saying, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Come on, baby.
I got a 5 again.
Hey!
Racking up that XP.
Yeah, more XP.
Apparently. So my voice probably breaks a little bit.
He's gonna
So-
get you right on the counter, baby.
I know exactly. So
The fan is out. The fan is
the band is
out.
out. It's in full effect. So he breaks into this beautiful smile.
It's like, I got her.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I got her face.
And
I like the symmetry of what's going on out in the parking
Yes!
lot versus in here. Very interesting.
I'm glad you enjoy that. So he's just smiling to himself. Then suddenly Lucian walks through the door.
Mhm.
And what do you do? So what do you do,
So do I
Rodrigo?
see him walk in the door, or am I facing with my back to the door?
I think your back is to the door.
Yeah.
Plus you have Brad there too.
You know, I don't want to turn and face Brad, so I'm just like standing, like staring at you in front of me.
Like you're really taking your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fillet of
Yep.
fish.
Even though you knew what you wanted before you did.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
options.
Reading
There's
every
options.
single.
Right.
I have a breakfast menu.
Huh.
Oh, but they
sense.
stopped serving it at 11.
Oh.
Keep reading.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Fine print. There's some fine,
Fine
print.
print?
Up there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
small orange juice. Alright, so
Small orange juice.
Do I want a small or a large?
So Lucian, you walk in and you
Yeah.
see Brad smiling, standing next to Rodriga, and she's like laser beam focused on this menu. What do you do?
Is there anyone behind them in line?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll just walk up on Rodriga's other side.
Okay.
And, just feel like I was wondering what the holdup was.
Well, everyone's taking like a really long time. I don't think anyone else knows how this works.
So the person in front of me who's like, you know, dithering, I'll be like, hey, it's called fast food.
And they turn around.
on.
They turn around and look at you and
Yeah.
give you a dirty look.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Alright. Well,
They're probably angry because they're not serving breakfast right now. They're like,
They want
"Oh,
the
yeah,
What the hell is
there.
this? Yeah.
The pancakes, just make the pancakes for
They're
me.
frozen,
Yeah.
right?
I don't understand why you can't just put some pancakes on the grill.
Exactly. Exactly. That's it exactly.
What do you mean you don't have decaf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Trying to pay with a check.
Traveler's check, a McDonald's check. Those.
Oh,
gift
yeah.
certificates.
Those McDonald's gift certificates. Jesus
You can
Christ.
get the books of them.
Yes. Put them on your Christmas tree.
Oh.
Oh, the pain.
I'll see if that's on YouTube. I'll post it.
You know it is. It's golden.
all right. So Brad notices Lucian like
Moving in.
and he's like, "So what's up, man?"
I'm secretly loving this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'll just be like, hey man, not much. Your girlfriend seems a little upset though.
Oh.
My girlfriend?
Oh.
Yeah, Judy.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, your girlfriend.
What? Well, I saw you talking to her. What was going on?
Yeah, I noticed she looked upset, so I was checking in with her, and I don't know, she might be a little mad at you.
I said I was gonna get her fries.
So
What the
bad.
heck?
I know.
So he looks very confused.
Yeah.
Like I said I was gonna get her fries, and
Yeah, well, you know.
I mean, it has taken a really long time, Brad. If you weren't just talking to everyone in line, then maybe you would have her fries by now.
Oh.
well, I don't feel like this was a waste of time. Do you?
Oh.
So he's gonna walk away, and
Oh.
he'll like catch you later, Lucian. And he
did,
just
did he
goes,
get any strings on her from those failures? All right.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
So
Sexy times.
so building.
Yep.
So
Speaking of McDonald's gift certificate.
what?
What?
That's sexy
You'll cash
times.
that in later.
Oh,
Oh my
okay.
god. Anyway.
The currency.
The currency, that's
Yes,
right.
I
Yeah.
hear you.
She was handing out booklets in
Yep.
McDonald's. Redeemable later.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Okay.
I remember being little and we got a Whataburger version of those.
Oh,
did
really?
you?
Those are really
Really?
big in my hometown.
Oh
yeah.
my
my
goodness.
god.
That's funny.
Wow, so
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I got an In-N-Out gift certificate one time.
Really?
Yeah. That's nice.
You know you gotta use it. It's food.
Yeah.
Mm.
Can't complain. I was in college. It's a good gift.
It's welcome. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So he turns on his heel and he leaves.
Okay.
Catch you later, man.
Yeah.
And out he goes.
Mhm.
And if you look out the door, you see Judy's in the car,
Uh-huh.
like she's crying.
She's crying.
Just like
You're
feel it.
smiling.
Yeah.
I like lean and I smile.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
And I like
Fulfilled.
put my arm on your, like my hand on your arm,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
while I'm like,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did
Smiling
it.
like
Did it. Yeah.
And so you see Brad lean over, like in the passenger, like through
Yeah.
talking through the window on the passenger
Yeah.
side.
And
like,
the
what's
best
going
part
on?
is she can't tell him why she's
I
upset.
know, I
So
know,
that he'll
I know.
assume it's his fault.
Yes. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's perfect.
was that one of those out in the line?
Huh?
Do you start laughing like that?
Um,
No.
I turn back to the cashier and put in my order for the McDLT, but I'm sort of chuckling as I do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, one McDLT, please.
Good.
All right.
And a shamrock shake for the lady.
Uh-huh.
The lady.
The lady. All right. So you hear a car peeling out,
Yeah.
screeching tires
Yeah.
and out of the parking lot,
Alright.
and you get your food. And it's ready. It's like suddenly, it's like everything instantly moving fast.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
Nice.
And so you leave the restaurant,
Yep.
head back in the car. What do you do? Do you go
Um,
someplace? Or...
I mean, if you want to go home, I'll take you home.
No, that sounds good.
Okay. All right. All right.
My McDLT is congealing rapidly. So.
But wasn't that one where the hot side was hot?
Yes.
So you're fine.
Yes.
You're
But,
fine.
I'm
They're,
fine.
they're going to be okay for a
I mean,
little
that's
while.
really
That's why I
cute.
like them.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like the most styrofoam
Yes.
per meal,
You
so
want
it's
that.
extra damaging to the
Full-
environment.
Oh,
Absolutely.
God.
Yes.
Okay. I need the next card
I
for this
appreciate
conversation.
that.
All All right,
You
so
don't get one.
I don't get a next card. What have I brought on myself? All right, so here we go.
Yes.
Okay.
So we
She's running a book.
have
She's
the
running a
McDonald's
book. Oh, yeah.
situation there. We got
Showdown at McDonald's.
Colleen. So Morgan, you are home. You are home.
Nope.
No.
You're not home.
Where
Where
are
did
you?
I
you
was
go?
heading toward home.
You're
Right.
heading toward home.
And then.
But so now, like, I'm in a feeding frenzy. Like,
Oh! Your blood is
yeah,
up.
I can hear my own heart beating and my own blood moving. You know,
It's
like
like frothing.
Yes.
I have to feed now. It
Oh my
doesn't
God,
matter
oh my God,
if
oh
I'm
my God.
hungry or not.
Oh my god.
And this would be
Uh-huh.
you become your darkest self after you lash out physically.
Yes.
And I don't think we chose that, or is it?
You can choose to do that,
Oh, okay.
but you already lashed out physically.
Oh, okay.
And that was
So-
good.
Oh yeah.
You made
so
it.
I made it.
Oh, that's right. You rolled that 12.
Yeah.
So I don't have to choose that, but I
Oh,
still
yeah.
need to feed.
Right.
And so
Yes,
I
yes,
realized,
yes,
like, I thought of this in last week,
Okay.
that I should really come up with a feeding schedule.
Do you feel organized?
You are energized.
Do you
Yeah.
Busy day.
Yeah.
Do you feel organized enough to do something like that for
Well,
yourself?
yeah, because
Okay.
I know my own survival depends on it. Like,
Yeah.
if anyone finds out,
Okay.
you know, I'm
Yeah.
done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
do you want me to read you my feeding
Sure.
places? in
Yes.
there? Okay, so I can
Yes.
always go to there's 3 retirement homes.
Oh! Wow!
Yeah.
I mean, if nothing else, the diabetes leaves a lot of scraps.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. Jen, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm loving it.
Okay, good. Okay, so retirement homes. What else?
Hey,
Yeah.
you're-
Hey. Yeah. Hey. You deserve it.
Yes.
The morgue where I was born.
Right?
Yeah. Hospital between midnight and 3 a.m. Usually from Wednesday to Friday is a really good time to go feed because that's when the nurses are goofing off and you know I can wander around and they won't notice.
So Wednesday through Friday.
Yeah,
No,
Okay.
yeah.
no.
Midnight to 3 a.m.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And
Those are the main places. Those are a lot of places.
I'm not even halfway through.
Oh, okay. Go.
I have 8 particular senior citizens living in my neighborhood that I've marked. The graveyard, of course. The rave, I think I mentioned last
Yes,
time.
yes.
On the weekends.
Yep,
so
the
I can
goth
always
rave.
feed there. Yep. Let's see. So I have a list of individuals.
Okay.
Gregory, the grocery store janitor, Ms. Martha. She walks home from bingo every Thursday. I think she's going to be next.
Yep,
you
that's
know.
God.
I know. I have a whole
Have
bunch
you
of
read
them.
the Dahmer graphic novel?
No.
Oh, you
Just
should
giving me
read.
some of
Yeah.
that.
You should
Oh,
read
okay.
it.
It's appropriate. Just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's actually
so
really
I'm
good.
feeling like I need to just pick this stuff out because it's going to be important in the game.
It is.
Okay.
My,
Yeah.
my friend Dahmer.
My friend Dahmer. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
okay.
good graphic
Good.
novel.
Oh,
Here's
my
some
friend
interesting.
Dahmer might give me some
Tips?
ideas.
Tips and tricks.
I mean, I just like I keep reading over my character's description.
This is
like, This is
perfect.
all she does. She
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
all about the
She's all
hunger.
about-
It's all about the hunger.
Just, yeah.
Appetite.
Yep.
Yeah.
She just wants to feed all the
Oh,
time.
I want to eat that guy.
Oh God, Charlie, I
want
want
to eat you.
Yep.
I need you.
Oh.
You're yeah. I can
Okay.
hang out with you, but
Okay.
So anyway,
Yes,
there's
really.
one retirement home near my place, so I'm going to veer off toward the retirement home, head in through the back door like I usually do, and no one really seems to notice me, especially when I know where the candy stripers keep their. Isn't that what it was called?
Yeah.
Yeah, their little uniforms. I'll grab one and.
Ah,
So
that's so
as
scary.
you're grabbing one, you hear a very familiar voice,
Oh.
and it I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Who is it?
It's the head of the mortuary. It is your rapist.
Oh.
It is.
Father.
It is the man who
Yeah.
handled your body at the morgue, and he's standing there. He's mustachioed. Has a
Oh,
mullet,
yeah.
mustachioed with a mullet.
I want to kill him so badly, but I can't.
What?
He's like the one person I can't. Like something stops me.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is.
Uh-huh.
So I turn to him. My eyes are doing their weird thing,
Yeah.
and I bare all of my
Duh.
crazy sharp teeth.
Yes.
And if you look at the picture of me, of my
Yes,
character,
yes.
like I'm all white and
Yes.
have this crap
Very
all over my
scary.
face that
Very
pops
scary.
up when I'm about to feed, and I just give him my scariest, like, "Arr!"
Okay.
Trying to intimidate him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Is that a roll? Is that a shut someone down?
Yeah, so that's gonna be.
It could be a shut
it
someone
could be a
down.
shut someone down.
Could be also keep
could
your
be-
cool and act despite fear.
Yeah. So you might be fearful.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Wanna try
Okay.
it?
Yeah.
You name what you're afraid of and roll with cold.
What's your cold? You're more volatile though, right?
Yeah.
So I would probably go with like anything you could roll volatile with.
Oh,
Which would
okay.
be run away.
Run
or
away,
lash
lash out
physically.
physically,
Run away.
or it's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to run away, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he-
All right. So roll volatile on a 10 up. You
Right.
get away to a safe point. Okay.
Whoa.
Snake eyes.
Wow.
Shit.
Plus 2. Well, your volatile is 1 or 2.
It's 2. Yeah.
Still
It's a
4.
4. Wow.
Yeah.
Make that MC move.
Oh, I'm doing
Yeah.
it. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Well, it makes it more exciting game.
Yeah,
It
that's
does.
true.
It does.
So
Mark an XP.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Get
Mark
experience
that
point.
All right.
Keep your cool is interesting though while Des is thinking that over. On a 10 or up, you keep your cool and gain insight. Ask the MC a question about the situation. Take plus 1 forward on acting on that information.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
I'm gonna have to remember that since
I
I have
know.
a high cold.
I have a
Yeah.
+1 cold. Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. So what did you want to do that or the gain insight?
I'm just saying for future reference.
Oh, okay.
For future
Okay. So yeah. Okay. So you don't get to run away.
Ooh, yeah.
You're confronted with this.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I can intimidate him for just a second so I could slip by
Yeah.
and
Right.
go and...
But it doesn't work.
Feed.
Nope.
He's immovable.
Yeah.
And he reacts the very
I think
same.
he knows what kind of control he has over me.
Or does he?
Or does he? Yeah.
What you see suddenly is it's like almost like a mirror reflection back, where he is suddenly tall, monstrous, black eyes, horrible teeth, and it's just like right
Oh,
back at you.
whoa!
Yeah. And
Oh
he
my
and he
gosh.
pins you against the wall by the throat,
Ay, ay, ay,
Oh.
ay, ay.
Ooh.
and he smells you,
Ooh.
smelling you.
Oh my god.
So we'll dissolve away.
So we run into something worse.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Start pausing. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Worse.
Yeah.
yeah. So he's doing that for now. We're gonna
Whoa!
pause. We're gonna pause
That's
there.
scary.
Yes, I hope it is. I hope so.
Just the hope.
And so, Colleen, you said you are then following Ms. Batillion out of the library.
Yes.
So she is running to her car.
Right.
You see has her massive purse, and she's looking for her keys.
Uh-huh.
You still hear her crying.
Yes.
And she finds her keys, and she's shakily opening up her
door.
her car
Yeah.
door. And that was distracting.
Sorry.
And so she's trying to get into her vehicle.
Good. I'm gonna hang back and
Okay.
follow her home.
Okay.
I'm getting into this.
Do you know where
situation.
she lives already?
No.
Oh, you don't. Oh,
Well,
okay.
maybe I would. I think I would actually.
Yeah.
I would have just in my leisure time scouted it out.
Yeah.
So I think I probably do know where she lives.
Yeah. Probably by scent.
Yeah, and I would run. I would run there because I gotta get there.
Can you like transform into a werewolf whenever you want? And just...
Yes, I can.
Oh wow.
That was kind of what I wanted to do. But
So
I
the
wanted
sun
You
is
get
starting
there.
to go
Okay.
down. It's just the overcast is just becoming a little dimmer, darker.
Yeah,
light.
that makes sense. Maybe it's around 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
At this point.
So she speeds off out of the parking lot.
All right. So I'll thunder after her on my all fours.
Oh,
So,
Wow.
so when you transform, how do you look?
I look like an extremely average gray wolf.
Uh-huh.
Nothing at all
Okay.
unusual.
Okay. Nothing, not bigger than usual
I
or
just look
anything?
like a. Well, no, that's not true.
You're a
'cause
wolf
this is
creature.
wolf creature.
You are.
So there's got
Yeah.
to be something odd about me to make
Yeah.
me a creature, not just an average wolf.
Right. And another determination we should make is your clothes. Do your clothes
Yeah, I
your
was-
clothes
Yeah, what happens
morph?
to the clothes?
Do your
Oh,
clothes
yeah.
morph with you, or because they can morph
Or
with you,
or they you shake
or
them
you
off
just
and-
shed your clothing and you end up naked somewhere?
Let's have a morph.
Okay,
It's
that's
just
fine.
easier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
You don't have a lot of money.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
Yeah.
Running around in a trash bag with a change bag.
Those aren't disposable.
Yeah,
You know? Yeah.
Okay, so your clothes morph
Always
away.
taking her clothes off again.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it.
So what does the wolf creature look like?
Right.
And how does it sound? And how do you move as this wolf creature?
So let's see. It says I transform into a terrifying wolf creature. So I'm big.
Yeah.
I'm not the most scary person.
Well, or it could be your great wolf idea, but like obviously supernatural, so like glowing eyes, or
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
or
maybe
larger than
strange,
average
maybe strange limbs.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's creepy as fuck. Let's
Yeah.
do that.
Strange
Ooh.
limbs.
Slightly.
So like the way you walk would be
a little wrong.
It would depend on what you want.
Yeah.
Like kind of.
Your paws maybe look a little too grabby. Maybe?
Yeah, they look more like hand claws,
Yeah.
hand
Oh,
paws,
that's
Yes.
like a raccoon, like little raccoon.
Yes.
It's got your face on a wolf's body.
Think about what we do in the shadows.
Yeah.
The little cat face.
Yeah, it's like she's running and you see.
He's never been quite the same.
So how big are you?
Okay.
How do you move? Like
So
how
I'd
do you
become
smell?
large. I'd be like 6 feet, and I'd have big teeth.
Do you have like
and
a
big
long
snout.
Yeah.
Big
Ooh.
snout with like lots of teeth in it,
Oh.
and this creepy fingies,
Yeah.
and big ears, and I have eyes that don't reflect, but they glow out,
Yeah.
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 like this red color.
Yeah. Red
Whoa.
glowing eyes.
Red glowing eyes.
Preserve your night vision.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
So you're the Mothman, is what you're trying to say.
that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm Mothman, but I have no wings,
Right.
and I have 4 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not too far off.
All right. Okay. And do
I'm
you...
following that Pinto for all I'm worth.
There's a pinto. And so,
But not too close.
in terms of how big you are, so how do you move? Like, are you on all fours? Are you kind of bipedal? Like, do you have a tail?
Yeah, I have a tail.
Okay.
I'm mostly bipedal,
Mhm.
but
Oh yeah.
when I'm hitting the full stride, I have to drop to all fours.
Okay. All right. And do you make any
Bipedal curious.
Fuck no.
So do you how do you
Not 12.
sound like? Yeah. How do you sound? Are you like? Do you drool? Like, what are these other details?
Yeah.
You just like
Yeah. That sounds good.
you're on the scent.
Yeah. Right?
Mhm.
I'd be picking everything up, so I'd be drooling pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like a doofy.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Slobbering all over that road.
okay.
Um,
All right. So do you have other paths that you take in town that are known to you?
oh God, yes.
To remain
Oh my
hidden?
God, I know all the sewer grates where they come up.
Oh. So
So
you travel through the sewer sometimes.
sometimes, and I follow, and I know where the breaks are between the houses where the people have now put the fences up.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I know exactly where to go to run around, and I know whose garden is
Back
where,
roads.
and
Who spends time in them and
Is there a
doesn't?
particular house that you always avoid, even though it might be an easy shortcut?
McGregor's. You know,
I avoid Rodriguez
Oh, why is that?
Oh yeah. Bet
because,
you do.
because Grandma.
Uh-huh.
Has
everything
has
buried
Abuela-
back there, huh?
Has
Yeah.
Abuela seen you?
Yeah, and I'm a little scared of her. She might know things about me that I don't want her to know, like ways that she could damage me with her herbs and stuff. So
Alright.
I kind of give that a respectful distance. I'm not going to use that as a shortcut.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you know? So, did she do anything for you to feel intimidated, or is this just something that you've put up for yourself to just kind of create some distance? Did
No,
she emanate?
saw me.
And what did she do when she saw you?
She saw me and she grabbed a bundle of something and shook it at me. I was cutting through, and then she looked up at me, saw me, looked me right in the eye, was not afraid of me, which
Whoa.
everybody is afraid of me.
Yeah.
And then she shook something at me, and I was like, oh, crap. Let's just not do this again.
Okay.
So it sent up a little beacon in my head to stay away from
Okay.
Grandma.
Beautiful. Okay, so you're making your way through your trails
Right.
to Ms. Batillion's house.
Yeah.
And you arrived there first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who's there? Who's there? I'm busting into the house. Who's there? Who's in there?
Ooh. There is a man there.
There's a man there?
Oh, yes. This is a tall man.
Uh-huh.
He sees you. He's terrified.
Right.
He doesn't know what to do. He reaches for a rifle.
Yes.
What do?
I attack. I knock the rifle out of his hand. I'm
Okay. All right.
yeah.
Let's do this. So let's.
no
Oh, there's a note. There's a note.
Roll for initiative. Oh, sorry.
Let's see here.
It's okay.
So lashing out
Roll for
physically.
initiative.
Based on Morgan,
Ooh.
you should read that short story.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Lashing out physically.
Awesome.
Roll with volatile.
All right.
Awesome.
On a
Okay,
10 up,
thank
you
you.
deal them harm.
Yep.
Roll with
Well,
I love
on a-
literary
On a
recommendations.
7-up, really, but
It's a fun
7 to 9, there's a concept.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Come on, baby.
7 and
is.
It's perfect.
All right, I got that's a 7 and a 9.
9.
Exciting. Yay.
So
Close.
on a 7 to 9, you harm them, but choose one. You learn something about they learn something.
And
About
gain
your
strength on
true
Your
me.
true nature. I decide how bad the harm turns out, or you become your darkest self. What do you choose?
But I'm already my darkest self.
But not yet.
No,
No,
What
because
is your darkest self?
your
the
dark-
wolf. The wolf creature.
It's turning into a wolf creature, but you volunteered to turn into one to like track and to get there.
Oh,
So
But-
this means you can't
be uncontrollable dark
unturn.
creature.
You lashing out physically on this person who just grabbed a rifle.
Right. I don't even know who this person is.
I know.
Right.
You don't. So,
Okay.
what
I
do you
get to
decide?
pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you will harm. You
All right. I'm gonna let you decide how bad the harm turns out.
Okay.
When I grab the rifle and strike him with it.
Oh, you do that?
Yes.
Okay.
So so you see what happens.
So
he
yes.
points it at me, and I move in towards the weapon, grab it, and hit him with it.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, so the butt of the rifle.
Yeah.
And he falls straight to the floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's unconscious.
All right.
He's not moving
Right.
at all.
Good.
What do you do?
Is there a pool of blood?
We don't know yet. Do we know?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
I'm the wolf monster.
Yeah.
Can I? I'm gonna trash the living room, and then I'm gonna run away.
Okay. So you're trashing the living room.
Yes.
Okay. As you're doing that, yes, there's a pool of blood gathering around his head.
Mhm.
Wow.
So you start to just
Yeah, I'm smashing
rampage.
shit up. Yeah.
Are you still holding this rifle? Are
No.
you using the rifle and you
No,
dropped it?
I've dropped it.
Okay.
It's not my way.
Okay. So you're trashing things.
I'm smashing whatever will break. Yes.
Okay. So you see pictures of Miss Batillion.
Yeah.
You see pictures of this man.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
You see, there's different little, like a needlepoint project.
Precious moments.
Yes. There's
Down.
little
Gone.
ceramics.
Gone. Gone. Garbage. Trash. Done.
Not so precious anymore, are they?
goes the hutch.
There's the hutch goes down. There's an upholstered. There's like an upholstered chair. It's pretty old. The fabric was pretty
Yeah,
old
no,
anyway,
that's
but
it.
the feathers
That's
are
it.
everywhere.
Yep.
Within there's a like a, what do they call those? A picture window in the front of the house.
Like it's like a bay window. Does
Yes.
it come out? Yeah.
And you see headlights coming
Shit!
up onto
Shit!
the
The werewolf goes ah!
Now you've got like the feathers like comically
Yes!
stuck.
Yes! Stuck
I was
with
picturing this wolf creature. Oh shit!
shit!
It's like one of those compilation
Doll's
videos
head hanging
of,
out of
like,
your mouth.
dogs saying
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the headlights zoom across the
Yes.
window, illuminating the room because you've knocked over several lamps, so
Uh-huh.
it's kind of semi-dark. in
Yes.
there now. So the lights illuminate and like pass
Like-
through, and
Yeah.
you're hearing an engine
Yeah.
churning off.
Right.
What are you gonna
Getting the hell out of there. I'm
Okay.
running away.
All right, run away. So roll with volatile.
Super runaway. Hey.
It's 9 again.
Okay.
Okay.
7 and 9, you get away, but choose one. Run into something worse, you cause a big scene, or you
Well.
leave something behind.
What?
She's already caused
She
a
already
big
caused a
scene.
big
scene.
So
scene.
we can make it
But
bigger.
it'd make it bigger.
Could
Yeah.
get
Make it
worse.
bigger.
Yeah.
I certainly
The house
could.
catches on
We
fire.
could
Or
make
you
it
go
worse.
flying through the
Through the
window.
window.
Yeah, let's do
Onto
that.
the hood of the car.
Let's do that.
Smash the windshield.
Right through the bay window.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
So you launch
make
yourself.
it worse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another
So
Mothman sighting recorded.
That's right. That's right. He's real.
teenage
Yuck it
werewolf.
up.
All right. So you cause an even bigger scene by launching yourself through this bay window,
Through the window.
and you land on the
Right next to
hood.
like the open door.
Right, like there's no reason.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's like, right.
The door was even open. For God's sake. Could have just run out.
But no.
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 So yes, the lace curtain. You've gotten tangled up slightly in the lace curtains.
Okay.
And you are on the hood of her vehicle.
Yes.
Pinto.
And she's clutching the steering wheel,
Yep.
and is screaming,
Yep.
and sees your face, the eyes
I'm not
glowing
feeling
red,
good about this right now.
the drool,
This is
Yeah,
bad.
the spittle flecking
The
the windshield.
spittle.
Yep.
Although the lace is kind of becoming on you.
It drapes nicely.
It's a clue that it's a girl wolf.
That's right. That's how you knew.
Yes, I
Oh,
knew. Was the
pretty
lace.
Call it a
Little
mantilla. What do
ear.
they call
Yeah,
it?
exactly. So,
Grandma.
yeah. What big eyes you have. So do you like growl, like
No.
snarl?
No.
When you see her, what do you do?
Right?
She's
I'm like, I
screaming.
have a moment of horror when I realize that my passions have completely overwhelmed me.
Baru.
And I'm like, oh shit, what did I fucking do?
Okay.
And, but looking at her kind of like calms me a little,
Oh.
you know, because I'm like
Yeah.
in love with her.
I
So
know.
there's that moment of So maybe something passes there. Something she might.
Okay. So I think you're lingering there long enough that she's run out of breath to scream anymore.
Right.
And she's just stunned
Yeah.
because you just keep staring at
Right.
her.
Exactly. There's a flicker of recognition.
A recognition.
maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Of the staring, as
Yeah.
you'll remember back when you were in the library. Why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah.
Nice callback.
Sweet.
I,
The phone.
It blew me in like, yes, okay. So with that,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
run away,
I'll just run like over the top of the car and leave a little dent there.
Yeah.
and off you go.
Yes, and off I go.
Where do you go?
I'm going to take the soft path
Okay.
where the grass is good. There's a lot of water. It makes it nice. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to run back to my shack.
Okay.
Take that.
Your shack.
Yeah, it's a shack.
Who? We haven't really touched on this, but who's living with you at that shack? Are you
That
living
is
by
a
yourself?
great question. I never imagined anyone was living there with me, but there probably would be.
There's some caretakers. I mean,
Yeah.
in some
Weren't you
capacity.
raised by wolves?
I was.
Yeah.
But they're
Yeah.
always wolves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So they don't like have a house. They
Right.
come and go.
Right.
Maybe there's some caves in one of the great cliffs
Mm-hmm.
where they
Yeah.
hang. And I could maybe go there on occasion.
But who stays with you, like, and helps you? Because I think that maybe
Somebody
that
should.
wouldn't be allowed. You have permission slips and shit that
yeah,
are at the
that's
bottom
true.
of your
You have to have a
bag,
legal
or
guardian.
Right.
yeah, some type of
If
legal
somebody
guardian. So
opposes
think
such.
about it,
Alright.
unless you still
It
want
was
to.
groundskeeper Willie.
Oh no!
Billy,
Damn,
all right.
Billy. Billiam has taken over those responsibilities since Billy's passed.
Identical.
So okay,
Oh,
so you
okay.
head back to your shack. Wait, what was it?
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Okay, so you head back to your shack.
Yeah.
And do you transform back into your human form?
Mhm.
Okay. So part of the lace is still
Ooh.
like stuck to you. The lace
Yeah.
from her curtain,
Yeah.
which you still have.
Okay.
Smells like her house.
Aha!
How's it
Some of the feathers.
How does
from
it?
the
How
chair.
does it smell?
It smells kind of stale.
Okay, so we will
Okay.
fade out on that.
Yep.
We will go back to you two.
Okay. It's been a long Monday.
Trying to. It's just a case of the Mondays. Am I right?
Alright.
All right.
Right?
But
So,
It's Mondays.
so yeah, Blue Monday.
I don't like Mondays.
Yeah, or Blue Monday. Okay.
Oh, that too.
So, Lucian, you drop off Rodriga to her home.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you're headed, home. Where do you go after that?
Shit.
Oh, you did that, really?
Yeah.
God damn it!
I'm just, you know,
You're totally in it.
I am.
For the record, he took the little plug out of his like big pen, like the white with the
Yeah.
black caps, and he took the frickin' thing out because you're just chewing on it all day.
Yeah, because I have an oral fixation.
Okay.
Yeah, you do. Okay. All right. So that's what I did constantly. Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So anyway, so where do you go?
So I know that Neil's going to be waiting for me, even though
Right?
Where do you go?
Yeah.
Circle K.
All right,
That's where we meet up.
so yeah, Neil is out
Circle
there,
K.
Mm-hmm.
and he's like dejectedly drinking a Slurpee.
What
Oh.
flavor is? Oh,
Nothing
is it
sad.
blue?
It's
It
the
just
blue.
looks really
Yes,
big.
yeah, it's blue. He always
His
picks the
tongue
blue
is-
one. You're reading my mind. He always picks the blue one.
Oh, man.
Gross. You know what that stuff has in it? It's just...
So in some ways, you kind of set him up. You kind of set him up, man. I mean,
For
you
what?
rejected him, and now he's feeling
Oh,
really
it's
shitty.
totally a product of me. Absolutely.
No, but I mean, like, you set him up so you could feed off of, like, his
Right.
dejected, rejected
Absolutely.
feelings.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
he's super
This
rejected.
is dessert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly. Exactly. So you pull up to the Circle K.
Yeah.
How long do you hang out there?
Like, well into the night. It's actually, you know, I never say it, but I mean, I even be aware of it myself. But it's my strategy to spend as long as possible without going back to the motel.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's the one place in town I can hang out and not get hassled.
Yeah.
So, you know.
All right. So you pull up.
Yep.
Neil's there.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'll just get out of the car and be like, save some of that for me.
He's not looking at you.
I'll just be like, come on. Don't be like that.
So he wordlessly just like not looking at you. He takes another sip and he just hands it to you without looking.
Oh! So sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do with it?
I will take one sip from it and then throw the rest in the trash.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you feel like next to you, like, hey, like,
Yeah.
like you feel him like feeling annoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but I can't push. I don't want to push him too far.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
Can't
Right.
kick him around all the
I
time.
can't have Neil to kick around anymore. So I will tell him what Rodrigo told me about Judy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Good stuff.
Is out.
Oh
Yep.
no!
It's floodgates are open now.
That's it.
The whole school will know tomorrow.
That's
Yep.
right. That's right. So, what was the thing about starting rumors? How did that?
Oh.
We were talking about that earlier.
We were.
That's under strings. So you
Yeah.
use strings, so you can talk shit.
Give them a condition, right?
But it's true.
Yeah, you gave Judy a condition of guilt rack.
Guilt
Right.
rags, but I can give her another one with the string I have on her.
Yeah, what do you want to name that?
Oh God, Jesus.
Because basically, what is your understanding of what Rodrigo told you?
My understanding is that Judy plays the little goody two shoes, is trying to get into Catholic school because she thinks she's like too good for public school.
Right.
But in fact, she's been sleeping around. She got pregnant, had to have an abortion.
You don't know who
But I don't know
impregnated
who.
her.
No, but I know it wasn't Brad.
Right.
Rodrigo knows who
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So she's a slut.
Yeah.
I was gonna say school slut.
Yep.
Probably
School
sounds
slut.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll put that on her too. She's guilt racked and school slut.
That's a good one.
Okay.
And I'll be pitching it to Neil like, hey, you might have a chance. Man.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's good. It's real.
And he says, "Are you serious?"
Oh man.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be your wingman.
Really?
I'll back you up.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's getting really excited and hopeful.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like this
Oh.
could really happen.
Oh my god.
So you're feeding off of that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
lot.
Oh my
The
God.
dejection plus the hope combo.
Ooh.
It's like sweet and sour sauce.
So good.
Cannibal coming.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
I dip my egg roll in it.
Hey!
wow.
Hey!
Whoa!
Wow. All right. Yeah. I get you.
Yeah.
So
Psychic egg roll.
Wow. Now you lost me.
Psychic
Psychic
egg
egg
roll.
roll.
In your emotional sweet and sour sauce.
That sounds.
That's wonderful.
Sounds.
I'm writing that
Sounds
down.
filthy.
Teach me, guru.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh,
Jesus. So so you're just talking about this long into the
Yeah.
night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like what it would be like.
Oh,
what it would
God.
feel like.
Stoking his fantasies.
So you're just like talking
Wow.
as only virgins can talk about.
That's
you know,
right.
Like
That's
having
right.
sex with a
Yep.
girl.
2 bags of sand, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Much.
What it would feel like, etc.
Exactly.
And he's getting really excited and
Yeah.
getting closer, like standing closer and closer to you as you're talking about this.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
And
That's
like,
fine.
yeah, like really close to you.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
At one point, he touches your arm.
Okay.
His hand is very hot
Mm-hmm.
on your arm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Mm-hmm.
Who is the move here?
What move do I stand to benefit the most?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go for it. I'm gonna try to turn him on.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
So
already did it though.
I did. Yeah. So this will
He's
just be.
getting there.
This will reflect.
Yeah. This will
So
reflect
on a
reality.
10,
on
being
here.
a string on them, they choose a reaction below.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So they choose a reaction from below. I can give you a string or choose one reaction. Okay. Oh.
Whoa!
That's a natural 12.
Wow.
Jesus.
So 14. this dice tower. Oh, mighty
We
dice
have
tower.
to tell my brother
I
Mark
know,
that
yeah.
it like really worked
It
well.
is, yeah.
It's working very well
It's
for this
working
game.
well.
12.
Whatever juju you
Holy
put on
shit.
it.
14.
So you
12.
gain a string on them. So
Okay,
for the
another
first
string on
time,
Neil.
how many
Oh,
strings do you
mighty.
have on Neil?
Just one. So or no, now
Two.
it's 3.
Three.
Whoa.
Oh.
I got 3 strings on this guy.
All right.
Wow.
Okay, so this is like
And he chooses a string or a reaction.
he does.
Yes. So
So you are like you're just like feeding his
yeah.
this energy,
Yeah.
like turned on energy,
Uh-huh.
and so you gain a string on him,
Mm-hmm.
and suddenly he just kisses you.
Right out there in front of the Circle K, huh?
He can't
Yeah.
control himself.
Under the fluorescent lights.
So romantic.
Uh-huh.
So his pudgy face is
God.
yeah, and
come
his
on.
and his like blue raspberry Slurpee.
No!
Yes.
Oh.
And he's
That's your first kiss.
and he's a little shorter than you, and he's pushing up
He's
against
trying
you.
to kiss me.
He's attempting
He's
to kiss
attempting
you.
to
He's
kiss
giving
me.
himself to you,
Oh my goodness.
God.
and he by kissing you, and he's pushing up against you, and you feel
Oh, God.
something
Oh God.
No.
hard against your
Oh, God.
leg.
No!
What do you do?
Oh God.
Oh my goodness.
You're in a pickle.
Oh. I got to put my snake eyes dice in
You
here.
started it.
Get in
I
there.
did.
Yep,
I
you
did.
sure did.
Think about it.
No, I got
No,
it.
you
He's
got
got
it.
it. He's
I
got it.
He does.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna shut him down.
What?
down.
All right.
I have to. I have to.
Yeah, he's gotten really.
Yeah.
Got him really excited.
You'll
Yeah.
forget
Your
yourself,
first time
sir.
to be blue raspberry.
Whoa!
All right.
That
So,
tower.
that tower, though.
Yeah.
So 13.
What?
Shutting him
You
down.
see, that's 11.
So I get to
That's a
choose 2.
Okay.
Let's see here. I'm going to take +1 forward because hey,
You've got a lot of those now.
I spent it on Judy though.
Oh, okay.
So now I've got another one. And I then
Condition?
I could give him a condition.
Yeah.
My slave.
I thought he already was though.
Oh,
it's
this
kind
would
of a
sort
lackey.
formalize it.
This is
though.
Okay.
He's been a bit
okay.
of a like a little minion, but this
This
is
is a
like
full-
you will do whatever I say.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I like that. My slave.
Okay.
So I will just kind of, as he's coming up, I'll just kind of put an interdicting hand up and like a finger on his lips, and I'll just be like, "Not here."
Wow.
So So his eyes. So this is a new feeling. This is a new emotion
Right.
that you're
Oh.
observing in him,
Right.
where it is hopeful. It's even more hopeful, and just like again, like just looking at you like a dog looking at its master, like what Edie's doing right now. Oh, stop looking at me like that. And he's just like he just has these like this just like I will do whatever you say.
Yeah.
Cool.
And he backs off, and he suddenly kind of realizes where he is, and kind of just like kind of models whatever pose you're now in. How are you holding yourself?
Dude, I'm totally like back up against the wall with like 1 foot up on the wall.
Okay, so he copies you.
But like not as well.
No.
Because he's him.
Yeah, because he's Neil.
Yeah. So remember that, you know, you can use a condition against anyone. So like if any of you were trying to manipulate Neil, you could like lean on his feelings for me by doing that, and you would get a
I
plus
didn't know
1.
that.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
yeah. Same with Judy and her.
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll fade out
Yeah.
on that. Okay. So Rodriga, you are home now. So what do you usually do? What's your usual routine when you come home from school?
Probably sit and eat something because I imagine my grandma likes to eat early.
So you hear her in the kitchen. She's getting stuff together.
Yeah. I'll go in and like help her like set the table and stuff like that.
Okay, so she has her, she made some, trying to think, it's just like a stew, basically. Kind of with the remnants of like the stuff that you've gotten from the last trip that you made to like get different spices and ingredients and things. So she's saying that to you in Spanish, like this is the last of like what we have. We're gonna have to go back into town and pick up stuff, and so she's also getting kind of excited, like, oh yeah, maybe we can check to see if they have like some hibiscus flowers or see if they have this for tea, and I really need to make this because my joints have been bothering me. So she's kind of going into her litany.
I'm excited.
I
I'm
really
just
like
in
this
this
grandma.
moment of like soaking it in, like with all of the attentiveness I don't have in school.
Oh yeah.
So she's talking to you about different things, and then that goes into a story about her sister who used to make different types of tea blends and what that was like, and then you see her getting a little caught up in that story, a little bit sad. So she kind of stops working, like doing things. And she's just kind of sitting, and then she sits down, and she still has like her apron on, and like it's just kind of sitting there. She kind of gets. You've noticed that more and more, like as the years have gone on, that she kind of gets just caught up in like a memory like that, and sort of trails off. And so you're helping her set the table.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna start picking up like whatever she was doing, like trying to be helpful and you know that like emulation, right?
Okay, so she kind of snaps out of it, and like suddenly, like there's just like food in front of her, and she's just like, oh, yeah, okay, so yes, so let's eat. So she asks you like, how was school today? You know,
It's fine.
just fine.
Well, I don't know. Some of the kids were being kind of weird today, and it felt a little. I don't know. I mean, you know.
Well, it's spring, you know. These kids like they start feeling their oats, and you know, you get.
Grandma.
So she just smiles, and she kind of just chuckles to herself, and she says, "It's that time of year, and that's when things start happening. So you better be careful out there, because you don't want to end up like that Blondie girl that came over here that one time.
Oh my god.
That's not good, because you can only do that so many times. It starts to mess with things." So you have a conversation like this, and dinner's starting to wrap up, and the phone rings. What do you do?
I mean, it like never rings. I'm gonna go answer it though, because it takes her a little more time to get up than me.
So she looks confused too, like, that's weird.
Forgot we had a phone.
Yeah.
It's like under a couch cushion somewhere. Probably.
Yeah.
You're hearing it ring, like, what the hell? like, yeah.
It's a bell.
Yeah, is that the doorbell?
Yeah, like what?
Fire
I think also she uses the phone mainly just in case something were to happen.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
also like sometimes there's different like mail order catalogs too that she may call in her really not that
like
good
the
English.
seed catalog.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Okay,
even
right,
though she
right.
doesn't feel like super confident with her English all the time, she knows enough that she can order via phone. So the phone, you pick up the phone, you find the phone,
I do. I find the phone.
you pick it up,
Yeah. After like 6 rings.
Right.
and you hear a girl's voice on the other line, on the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
This is Judy.
Oh.
I think you have the wrong phone number.
I don't think so. Rodriga, I know that you told Lucian everything that happened. I
don't know
know
what
it.
you're talking about.
So suddenly she's, well then how did he know? How did he know about that about me? She starts crying. What do you do?
Honestly, I'm enjoying this. I might actually like sit down on the couch and like
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah.
This is dessert part 2.
Yeah.
Twirling the cord around your finger.
Yeah.
Go on.
You know, I'm gonna try something kind of risky.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Cool.
try to turn someone on, but
Yeah.
not
Oh.
in the sexual. I'm gonna be like, no, I would never tell. That's terrible. I'm so sorry. Like you poor thing. Like
Uh-huh.
okay.
Okay.
That's so sad,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Try it.
if you're leaning on her guilt-racked condition,
I
Yes.
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 that's a plus
That's a
one.
plus
It
1.
is.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Yep.
All right.
And hot.
Tower.
And that's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go dice tower.
Okay, so that's
Oh, nice.
7, 8, 9.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
9.
Okay.
No, that's 10. 8, 9, 10.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay. So,
Great.
thank you. So I got a 10.
Yeah.
okay, so it's 2 things. They can either give you a string or choose one of the reactions. So what would you...
Well, I gain a string on them, and they choose
And they
a
choose
reaction.
a reaction.
So let me add a
Okay.
string on Judy.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. And then she yeah, you
Oh,
choose
you can
one
choose
for
one
her.
of those.
Yeah, just like with Neil.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so she's gonna choose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's
They can
choosing.
either give you a string...
Yeah, they choose what it is.
And choose one of the reactions. Okay.
Okay.
So...
Giving herself to Rodrigo wouldn't really make any sense.
No, I know
but,
what I'm
yeah.
going to do.
Okay,
I'm just
alright.
thinking.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
yeah.
thinking of how she would say it.
Okay.
I can't have anybody else know this. What do you want from me?
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you anything. Just let me know, and I can make it happen. It might not be like right away, but what do you want? Just stop telling people about this.
I'll think about it and then hang up on her.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So then you hear Abuela like, who was that? Who was that?
Oh,
going
it
on?
was, I left something at school, Grandma. One of my classmates was just
Oh,
making sure I know where it is.
well, that's very nice of you. That's fine. That's good. Okay. So help me clean up in here.
I will.
And then we can go, I can teach you that other, well,
I don't know. I'm kind of afraid we're gonna get like the pennyroyal and carrot seed tea lesson tonight. So.
Yep. Yep.
I'm going to teach you something new. I'm going to teach you something that I haven't shown you about before. Yeah. So you delve into that. So she starts to tell you about different herbs, different seeds, different things you can do to be a brew.
This is the best possible alternative for getting to talk.
Yes,
Love
yes,
it.
exactly. So she's
Recipe.
right. So she's telling you about this tea, but she's also telling you about some other things too, that could possibly increase somebody's ardor
Oh.
or decrease somebody's ardor.
Ooh.
And Edie's into it too. What the heck, you doggy? So you're delving into those things too, but she's talking around it. She's not really being super direct, which
Oh, sure.
is a little unlike her. She's usually very direct about what these things can do because she wants to make sure you are clear on like how powerful some of these things are. But she's talking a little bit around these things. But you know that if you were to ask questions or probe, she would be open to
Sure.
to explaining more.
It's probably a little like not embarrassing for her, but she's
Yeah.
like pretty sure I'm going to be embarrassed.
Right. She doesn't
So-
want to intimidate you too much. So, okay. So we will fade out on that scene. So Monday night. That's what happens on Monday night. Going really back before we fully close Monday night.
All right.
I don't
We
know,
were-
I have a...
Oh,
What?
what?
No,
What?
what?
Go.
So, I still don't like Judy.
Right.
Yeah.
She says she'll give me anything she wants.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I do have a token from her, which is the monogram panties she
Yes.
left behind when she was with my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
I want to use them to cast a hex on her.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
Alright.
Not mess with Rodrigo.
No.
Nope.
Spooky witch.
So, I'm going to expend my sympathetic token
Okay.
later that night,
Okay.
and then roll with my dark.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So. Okay, 6, 7, 8.
Oh,
So I
wow.
succeed, but it will choose one.
Okay.
Which I honestly, I really like the weird side effects.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're actually glad you
But I'm
didn't roll
going
that.
to hex her with Ring of Lies.
Oh.
So whenever she attempts to lie, she hears a piercing ringing noise.
Whoa!
Big lies will often make their knees buckle and disorient them. Severe lies can even cause harm or brain damage.
Wow.
damage.
Holy shit.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
And is there something you have to choose?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, the choosing, it's either it does me
Casting-
one harm,
Or
Has
has
weird
weird
side
side effects.
or
Oh,
Or
I
triggers
see.
your darkest self.
yeah,
Nice.
triggers my dark side.
You like the
I
side
feel like
effects part.
My upset right now, it's very focused.
Mhm.
Triggering my darkest self would mean that I hex anyone who slights me, and I don't think that that's really where I'm at. It's
Okay.
just like a very concentrated, very deliberate.
Yes.
So I think weird side effects
Okay.
is what I'm going to go for her ring of lies.
Okay. All right. Now I'm wondering when I read that, it's like it has a weird side effect on the person you hex, or does it have a weird side effect on you?
I have no
I think
idea.
it's flexible.
Yeah.
Could be anything.
I'm
I
trying
think it is flexible because one
Yeah.
of the options is that it does me one harm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that it could be.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could just be environmental. You
What do
know,
you mean?
Like,
Anybody in the area?
like all the toads in town turn up dead the
Oh.
next morning or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
oh.
what goes into doing this hex? You have the personal item,
I do.
and then what are the other elements that go into this hex to make it happen?
You know, right now I'm working on a sort of altar in my closet that I'm building.
Wow.
So I've got probably like some pictures that I've like torn out of magazines and stuff like that, and like sort of a collage, like nature things, and I don't know. There's probably some picture of like a benevolent looking woman, right? Maybe like one of those little cards with like Our Lady of Guadalupe kind of thing. And then some candles, some like different like little bundles of things and rocks I've found. Super like teenager DIY, right? But I also have like this old. It's just like a pot with like a broken off handle, little like saucepan that I found, and I'm gonna burn the underwear
Okay.
in the little saucepan.
Okay. And is there anything you add to it, or is it just a chant or spell?
You know, since I'm at home, it says that chanting at someone in tongues is if I'm doing it not in a secret ritual.
Okay.
So I think it's something that I can just like, I like go into a trance, like I'm meditating on this and like really just imagining the lie, all of the lies, and I don't know, maybe like I have a bell. I'm just gonna like give it a little
Okay.
ring every time I think about all of her little lies.
Okay. Cool. Beautiful. Thank you.
Wow.
Okay, so we'll fade out on the hex taking place.
We don't know the weird side effect yet.
No.
Nope.
Ha!
All right. So Morgan, you are being held up against the wall.
Yeah.
Oh,
I-
before,
yes.
when can we cash in our experience?
As soon as you hit it.
soon as you hit it.
Really?
Yeah. So you're at it.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you gonna do with
Okay.
your?
Oh no, it's one of those crazy
Oh, here we
erasers.
go.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
One of those crazy erasers.
Yeah.
AKA any eraser in Santa Fe.
Yeah. Okay. So.
All right. I am taking a ghoul move.
Gooly mool.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It's called Short Rest for the Wicked. When you die, wait it out. A few hours later, you wake up fully healed. Oh, I'm immortal. Well, I
Wow.
wasn't.
Nice.
Anyway, well, immortal as in,
Yeah.
you know, dead. But
Well, I'm still dead inside. I'm not dead.
yeah.
You can just re-undead yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
So, as you are being held up against the wall, you have this familiar feeling of life escaping your body.
Okay.
You remember that feeling.
Yeah.
It's coming back to you.
So I'm becoming very frantic, and I'm clawing at him with hands and legs.
Mm-hmm.
Am I able to grab his arm at all?
Yes, but it's weak. It's like a dream. Like as though you can't. It's like you're trying so hard to do that.
Yeah.
and
Okay.
It's not working the way it
Yeah.
usually should.
Right.
The way you usually feel very strong.
Okay.
It's not. You're trying to, but it's just not
Yeah.
happening.
Is his grip tightening at all
Yes.
as I move?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'll try to suddenly just go limp as if I've passed out.
Okay. Okay.
Would that be keeping your cool?
Yes. So let's do
Oh.
that. Mm-hmm. Let's do that.
Right.
Because you're doing an action despite your fear. So you roll with cold. What's your cold?
1.
Okay. That's not bad.
That's fine.
No.
Yeah. It doesn't help me.
What did you roll?
4.
Oh, 4. Okay.
Gee whiz.
Okay, so mark experience for that.
Yep. In you go.
All right.
Maybe you should try the dice tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might
kidding.
wanna.
All right. If it comes up again.
Beat a barge.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, have marked by another one of those. So.
Yeah, we So you're attempting to do this, but you feel his grasp tightening more and more and more around your
Is she
throat.
taking any harm?
Yes. Oh yes.
Oh my
yes.
yes.
Oh yes.
Oh.
How much
Yes.
harm is she taking?
I don't know yet.
Well, we're not sure.
We're not sure.
He's still squeezing, so I would mark 2 harm for the amount of
Sure.
pressure that he's putting on your throat
Okay.
with one hand. His hands are very big. Very big.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you suddenly feel a hand go over your nose
Mm.
Oh.
and mouth. So get some more harm.
Okay. More harm. All right.
Harm it up.
That means he's getting pretty close to me, right? Like the rest of him.
Yeah.
Or is he
He's pressed
still-
up against you
Oh.
now
Oh, okay.
at this point.
So
And
I'm
you-
going to lash out at his eyes.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you
So
so lash out physically. Let's try this.
Yep.
All right.
Volatile.
Yeah, volatile. Yeah.
Dice
Alright.
tower. Dice
Dice
tower.
tower. Come on,
baby.
work for me. Nope.
Oh, wow.
What? Snake eyes.
So it
Christ.
feels like you're. Oh my god, you're sitting in Dave's chair.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Oh, I guess she jumped out.
Yeah.
Jumped out.
She jumped out of the chair. Oh my god!
That's where to go now. It's too
That was the
late.
most horrifying revelation of
I
the
know.
session.
The whole game. It was real hard. Wow.
Womp womp.
Why
Now
are
we
you
need to
doing
just
that?
smudge that chair.
Yeah.
I didn't smudge
Forgot
the
to
room. I
smudge
didn't
it,
smudge
yeah.
the room before
That's
we
it.
did it.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
So, all right. I usually try to do that. Okay. So, as you
Good thing
are,
you just took that ghoul move.
I know.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously, because you feel the life leave
Oh,
your body.
that's it.
This
Oh, okay.
feeling. So
Yeah.
you have all harm, all of your
All
harm.
harm.
All harm.
All harm.
Armed up.
Now, there still is an option for you
Yes, that's
to
right.
avoid death, skirting death.
Uh-huh.
You can erase all harm and choose one. Become your darkest self, or lose all strings you have on everybody.
Or you can have
Or
your ghoul
you
move.
have your ghoul move.
I think I'm just gonna die.
Monsterhearts.
I think I'm just gonna die.
Yeah.
Alright. So,
Yeah.
so you
You know, I felt this ability forming in me, so
Uh-huh.
I'm a bit curious.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to just die again.
Again.
Yeah, it might be kind of cool. You know,
Yeah.
see what happens.
So yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Cool. Crazy, man.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just thinking.
That'd be so cool. Oh.
What? Say it.
No, it'd be so cool if you woke up, like,
In a
buried.
morgue again.
Yeah. Well, you know, like, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So
Did you go to the same one? I don't know.
Oh man, even
There's
the
only
same
one
little.
more.
There's only one more?
And he's the more
Yeah.
he's the
Oh,
more-
shit!
Yeah.
Now what? What does he do with you?
Oh, man.
You wake up in like a different outfit. Like he's
Yeah! It's like a schoolgirl outfit or something. Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Actually,
Right?
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Yes!
So he is, and
All
please-
right, and listeners who are sensitive to this,
This we're getting
it.
into some we're getting into some vile shit
Returns.
really quickly right
There it
now.
is.
Yeah.
Get your X cards ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So you are you lose consciousness. It just kind of like it's this basically like I'm just gonna liken it to fainting where if you fainted before it's just like this total like zoom out
Yeah.
and then you zoom back in.
Okay.
So but it's even more of like a reboot than that. Like it kind of feels like when you get faint, my experience has been like a hard reboot.
Yeah.
Where you're like boot out, like shut down,
Yep.
and then everything just comes back on. And you're like, I'm back online. I don't know what's happening or what's happened to me.
Yeah.
So it's very much like that, but I would say magnified by like 100.
Yeah.
So you have this feeling of going into the oblivion, which feels very comforting. Actually,
Oh yeah.
it
Yeah,
feels
I
very
bet.
good,
Yeah.
and it's this
Because
really.
there's no more hunger. This is the first time I haven't had to hunger.
Your hunger is
Yeah.
satiated. Your hunger is satiated. So just like how
Yeah.
orgasms are like a little death. This is the big death. So this would be like the
Yeah.
ultimate orgasm, right?
Oh,
So
wow.
you have this
Wow.
massive release
Yeah.
Of the hunger.
Boom.
That's beautiful.
of the
Yeah.
hunger. It's the
I'm
hunger's been
free.
satiated. You're
For
free.
once.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling. It's
Yeah.
a very good feeling.
Yeah.
Whiter and weirder. So
Yeah. Nice.
so then suddenly
Oh God.
you don't know how much time has passed. You're back online. So you start hearing things, you start smelling things, and your eyes flick open.
And immediately I start to hear the hum of hunger. Yeah.
Oh,
It's coming back.
Back, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's back again.
That's when I know I'm back.
Oh, that's
So you are back at the morgue.
Yeah.
Please get your X cards ready.
ready.
You are back at the morgue. The mortician is definitely on top of you and inside of you.
Oh my gosh.
And he realizes that you are awake.
Mm-hmm.
You are in this schoolgirl's uniform.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, we really need to stop meeting like this.
Ah!
Oh.
Oh! Yeah! I'm glad he's alone.
Or is he?
Or is he? Oh, who else is in the room?
You hear some other male voices.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Oh
Do
wow.
you recognize any of the male voices? You recognize one of them.
You recognize
Who
one
is
of them.
it?
Oh, I do recognize one.
Who is it?
Okay. I don't want it to be anyone from school.
Or do you?
The answer is no.
It's someone from church that my parents go to.
Oh!
Shit.
Which
Presbyterian.
church? Is it the new church or the Catholic Church?
The Korean is probably
The new
Protestant
church?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's say that then.
All right.
Yeah, and let's just say it's what's her name's dad.
Rachel Blank's dad.
Rachel's dad!
Is
The
it
pastor?
the pastor of?
Oh!
Well, it does make sense that he would be there.
Yes!
Because last right and whatnot.
don't know. It's
All
unclear.
right.
It's unclear.
This character is D-A-R-K.
So,
Yes.
Wow.
so just to remind you that the ghoul sex move prompts you to create a new hunger. It can be anything you like.
Nice.
Oh,
If
right.
you have sex often, you'll find your appetite growing whiter and weirder all the time.
Okay.
Now, is this sex with someone? And I'm not saying it's consensual, but
Right.
it is sex with someone.
Yep.
So I'm going to give you the option to choose an additional hunger onto your hunger for vengeance,
Oh, okay.
if you want it.
Yeah. All right.
Jesus
Whiter and weirder.
Christ. So you can think about
Can
it.
I
You don't
start
have to make a
grow- like-
decision right now.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
up to you.
there are many myths of based on a vagina dentata.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could I form one of those?
How would that translate into a hunger?
I don't know.
I like it. Keep
Cap-
going.
Go for it. Consuming genitalia?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good stuff.
let's do it.
That's good
So
stuff.
add that to
Wow.
consuming
Well
the
done.
genitals of whoever
Okay.
Yeah.
is going to have sex
That's good
with you.
stuff.
Yeah.
But you can't do it with your vagina. You have to do
Yes.
it with your mouth. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
But that is also a hunger that you are suddenly experiencing.
Oh,
that
okay.
You want to eat.
Right.
Like consume
Yeah. Yeah.
his genitals. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
So,
That's good.
Monster Hearts, everybody.
okay, so we will iris out on that. See? For now,
It's an iris.
it's an iris out.
How would that go? Okay.
And I would say zooming on your thoughts, like while this is happening
Oh
to
my
you,
goodness.
you know, like your little face, just thinking like, okay, well, yes. Yes.
Just a light bulb.
Yeah, light
Oh,
bulb
light bulb,
moment.
yes.
Like, yeah, that would be
Huh.
the suitable fucking hunger. Like, I want
yeah.
to destroy all genitals.
You don't sound
Yeah.
good right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot dog.
Yep.
All right, I want a carrot. So, okay, so that was Monday, and I'm
And
amazed
that was
because
Monday.
I was all set for other things, but I love this because
Okay,
I
good.
had thoughts and you guided
this
it
happened.
all. So, what we will do, keeping it feral. So,
Oh, yeah. We're doing that.
Oh yeah.
Check.
check.
Yeah.
So we are gonna do a
Oh, right.
next time on
Right.
Monster Hearts.
Right.
So.
Right. We didn't get around to the body burying.
Not yet. So, next time on Monster Hearts, Lucian, what is your scene? Next time on Monster Hearts.
Next time on Monster Hearts, Lucian is in his bed back at the motel.
Don't make it fancier than it is.
Okay, I won't.
No!
Putting on airs.
I know. You need to be careful that his mom
You have
would
the
like
same
that.
bedspread as everyone else.
That's right.
Yep.
The same
Hunting
semen
pattern.
soaked
Oh!
bedspread as everybody else.
Same crunchy bedspread.
Ah! Black light special.
Oh god.
Don't let
How
Dateline
sheer
come
is
into
your
that.
room, though, right?
Yeah. I'm thinking my room's actually like maybe I like sleep in the boiler room, like
In
with
a
a
cot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So you're
And,
in your bed.
So I'm in my cot, face down on the pillow, with one leg hanging off the side, you know, and there's a banging on the door to the boiler room, and an authoritative voice on the other side saying, "Lucian, open up. This is Sheriff
Montgomery.
Montgomery.
Oh.
I need to talk to you."
Ooh, yeah.
Wow.
Nice. Who wants to go next? Does anyone have an idea, or should we just go?
I have an idea.
I have an idea.
Okay.
There we go.
Colleen, go.
Okay.
Bit of a cliffhanger with.
Well, that's part of
Morgan
it,
there.
but yeah, Colleen,
Okay.
next time on Monster Hearts.
I've got my high top sneaker, and I'm trying to put it on my foot, and it won't go because my foot is still a wolf foot.
Ooh.
So I'm kind of going.
God damn it.
Yeah.
All right, Morgan. Next
All
time
right.
on Monster Hearts.
Next time on Monster Hearts, I'm in a goth rave, And
Yeah.
there's a guy who clearly has the hots for me.
Yes.
And so I'm making eyes at him, and I lead him back to the bathrooms,
Uh-oh.
push him in a stall, pull
Uh-oh.
his pants down.
Oh.
I'm looking at him. He's looking all excited. Camera zooms out outside the building, and there's a scream.
Wow.
That's some laughter.
That's
some laughter.
maniacal laughter.
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Mm.
That's real nice. Thank you. Okay, cool. Rodrigo, next time on Monsterhearts.
I'm imagining the phone is ringing,
Yes.
and I go to answer it, and I'm like listening. And it's like, well, that's not going to be free,
Ah!
and then click.
Yes.
Yes.
Love it. Love it. Love
Wow.
it. Good. Cool.
Aha!
All right. So everyone get XP. 1 XP point.
Oh, yes.
Yay.
More XP.
Handing it out. Left and
I
right.
can.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for that. I think that's everything, right?
Yeah.
What I said I was going to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay.
You
Next
guys
time
are
on.
amazing.
I'm really excited for what you planned.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Well,
Makes
there's
me
a
wonder.
mystery with Miss Batillion.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
What's going on there?
recount the things that stuck out to you. What worked. What didn't work.
Well, I
What do
think,
you want to pursue?
well, I think for next session, I'd like to see something that brings us all together because we've kind of
Yes.
been exploring our individual threads
Yes.
here. I
Yeah.
think we've all got a really good sense of how our daily lives.
I want to make
work
sure
at
that
this point.
that's kind
Right.
of.
So
It's
that's
established.
well
Yeah.
established.
Yeah.
So next time I want to see something. So I think this Batillion thing, there's been a murder now.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
we're not
no.
sure
But
about
we
that.
don't- well,
we don't know for sure.
A possible murder. At the
Possible
very
murder.
least, a violent assault.
Right.
And
Could be a coma.
Could be a coma. And but obviously something's going on with her, where this guy was like very angry with her, and
We don't know why.
And she's been very distracted and upset about.
Will she
stuff.
show up at homeroom? We don't know.
Exactly. And then what else? What else do we have going on? The mortician.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, I'm sure we could all band together to take him
Kill
out.
him.
Yeah. And the pastor.
And well,
maybe.
there's a
Yeah.
there's
No,
a
let's just kill
possible
him anyway.
there's
Okay,
a possible necrophiliac ring going
Right,
on in town
right.
that we
Yeah.
talked about.
Right.
And then for Nyx, when Shimp is back, we have the pastor's daughter in that whole situation. It's
Yeah.
very
Plus, you're
fucked
so
up.
supposed to get
Well,
a
yeah.
token for
And
this.
Yeah,
there's-
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
See
see,
what
about
happens.
that.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot of werewolf distracting things.
So we'll-
Giving a
Well-
werewolf.
Hashtag werewolf problems.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So for Tuesday, we'll steer things. Oh,
But-
I was.
If it's Tuesday,
But then there
we'll
were
start
the
on
clues. Remember, there was a foot left behind.
Oh, yeah.
Omar
Omar
What
has
is
a
it?
horse.
Yeah, Omar.
I was also
injured,
going to
but
ask
he's
in
gonna talk.
terms of.
Yeah. Or maybe, or
Maybe
will he?
won't, right? We don't know.
Because he maybe loves me, so he may use this to
String you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, I know what you are and I accept it.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
Right, the
Exactly.
thing you
And-
were afraid of. It's the beginning of your gang coming together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you have a
Right.
gang, you
Yeah.
can add one
That's
to
right.
your rolls and harm.
Ooh.
So if you lash out physically with your gang present, you can do 2 harm to somebody.
Wow. Yeah.
amazing.
Great.
Speaking of harm, we can heal 1 harm per day if we're taking the time to tend to it. So I was thinking like Neil and all that emotional vampire stuff was. I have 1 harm. Can I heal that?
Yes, you got a lot of.
Yeah, you did.
Nourishment.
It was really
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
exactly.
Good stuff.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
So any other threads that standing out to you, or threads that you're like, I would have liked to seen that move in that direction.
Oh,
or,
and then the
yes.
principal, and
Dr.
her
Oh
Brothers.
yes.
weird shit.
Like,
Yes, the infernal.
That's
the,
very
you
much
know,
what I'm
dead
interested
wolf in
in.
the dumpster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
jeez.
what's that about?
Yeah. Too much.
Yeah,
It is too
you
much.
still had
It's David
you
Lynchian.
still had burn marks on your throat.
That's right.
From her hands.
That's right.
That's
Give me
right.
some arnica salve.
Oh, thanks.
To clear it
thanks.
right up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
A little.
Dr. Jinx.
Do you feel like does this feel collaborative? Does this feel
Oh,
collaborative?
Yeah.
Very much
It's
so.
not-
I think that it'll feel amplified in its being collaborative once we're actually like doing more scenes
Teaming up.
together.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think in terms of like I don't know, getting ideas from other people.
Are we
Very
supposed
much.
to be teaming up? Is that a goal?
Eventually, like you can team up. I may pair you off. Like
Alright.
I think for
Yeah.
now, like I really
Yeah,
wanted
mini
you to feel a
teams.
strong sense of like who your characters are, their lived
Very much so.
experiences, and then eventually we're going to be mixing and matching and kind of like
Yeah, and I
seeing.
think not anticipating that it's gonna be like, I don't know, Scooby-Doo, where we're all together all the time.
Exactly.
That doesn't
Right.
really make sense.
Plus, it can
Hulu.
also be cross-antagonistic, like how
Yeah.
I, did my turn someone on with Rodriga to get a string on her. You can use your moves against each other.
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with
That's
that.
kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I just want to make sure you felt like you had an understanding of who your characters are. So
Yeah.
I have an idea for vengeance. I don't know if you want me to tell you or
go for
tell
it. Yeah.
everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think Morgan's getting this idea that she could arm herself and then commit suicide, end up at the morgue, reawaken there, and kill this guy.
Wow,
Nice.
interesting.
I don't
We'll
know
see.
if that plan will work.
We'll see where it goes.
Yeah, if we can shapeshift.
Mm-hmm.
Did I imagine that? Or
I don't
guess I'll
know.
find out.
Yeah. Cool.
Also, I don't think I can blame my dice because
No, it's not the dice.
it's not their fault, right?
No.
It's not the
It really
dice.
wasn't.
No.
It's the seat.
Yeah.
It's a first dimension.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again for being willing to go into weird places and wacky places, and it was really
game.
fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Yay!
So thanks
Thank
again.
you.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to share one anecdote at the end.
Yeah.
All right.
All this stuff with Morgan reminded me. So there was a temple in Greece, or there was, called the Necromanteon,
Really?
which was on the Acheron River, which they said flowed to Hades.
Yes.
All right.
So the temple was devoted to Hades and Persephone, and so that's where you would go to get your that's where Odysseus went to talk to Telemachus and everything, And so there's another story about the tyrant of Corinth in the 6th century, who wanted to ask his dead wife Melissa questions. Right, so he sent some legates to the oracle there to ask questions, and turns out she was really pissed at him because when he had her cremated, he had her cremated naked, and so she's like, "I'm down in fucking Hades and I'm shivering my ass off because you
That's
didn't
hilarious.
burn any
Oh, my
clothes
God.
to send with me."
Oh, wow.
And he's all like, "That's okay. You know what? Like, I'm not sure if I believe that. Like, ask the shade. Ask my wife's shade. Like, what can she tell me that only the two of us would know
no.
to prove that this is really her?"
No.
And she's like, "You had sex with me after I died."
Wow.
And his response to that was like, "Confiscate everyone's clothes in town and burn them immediately. Give her as many clothes as she wants."
Wow. Wow.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I did not expect it to
Guess
go
it
there.
was true.
Shit.
Necrophilia, it's a thing.
It's a thing that happens. It's a thing. Yeah. Wow.
Stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
Happy
everybody.
holidays.